Hey there, friendlies. How's up? Welcome to the Bevies, Blades, and Bushcraft, where we got some bevies, we got blades, and we do often, as often as I can possibly make it happen, talk about bushcrafty stuff. Before we go any further, I just want to do the usual housekeeping stuff, and that's the part where I say that if you are in fact listening to us time shifted to tomorrow or next week or whatever, thank you very much for watching after, excuse me, after the fact. I almost got through. Um, I do love knowing that you're watching, even though you cannot participate in that side chatty chat over there. And I would also like to just point out as an aside that I did in fact remember to not have to scrolly text this week again, which is nice. If at any point tonight you really, really love what's happening on the screen and in your ears, then I invite you to hit that smiley thumb. If at any point tonight you really don't like what's going on the screen and you hate what's happening in your ear holes, that's okay. The frowny thumb works just as well. And if you would like to take a more active role in keeping my lights on, I invite you to boom, check out that excuse me, membership button. Join button. You do a right click on that, you open it in another tab so that you're not interrupting the live streamy goodness. And what you will see is the 2 tiers of membership available to you for your hard earned folding cash, as well as what each of those tiers gets you. I'm going to take a sip of tea because tea's a good drink. So good. There was a bit of a goof up in scheduling this afternoon, and I accidentally set it for like 1:37 p.m. And then I had to run out for the whole afternoon. So I believe Jim told everyone that it was a goof up and to come back later. Thank you, Jim. As I said in the Discord, you're a scholar and a gentleman. And then I came back later and fixed that. Okay. So we're gonna see who's kicking back with us. But first, I want to do the reading. As I told you in a previous episode, I still kind of want to do the weekly news, but it's a lot of effort for not much return, I feel. And it just ends up dating these live streams. So again, there's cool stuff happening that I would have spoken about, but funk it. But I got a reading. It's quite short, and I want to show you the picture of the reading before I read it. Look at that beautiful old box. So I'm still in a Christmassy mood. When I did the poll, not most, but many people said they didn't want to do Christmassy stuff. So we're going to talk about winter bushcraft, winter off-gridding, winter homesteading, winter camping. Probably not winter paddling. Well, I guess if you're in Florida, you're going to do winter paddling, but around here, you sure as hell can't. And then after 10, we're going to have Rosalind, and we're going to do the cabin tour. We're going to look at pictures of cabins, probably real and AI. My days of hating on AI are definitely coming to a middle, but it is here. I'm going to take another sip of tea. I'm on the tail end of being like really sick. Can you guys hear me, by the way? What's going on here? I'm going to say hi to everyone before we do the reading. It's a pretty short reading, but I want to bounce off it to do a little bit of chitty chat. So I'm going to scroll back all the way to like 12:59. Sorry, guys. Off-Grid Recon was the first one on at like an hour past noon, which is when I set this up. And I think I set it up around 1:45. So hi Off-Grid. I hope you're back. I really feel like I dropped the ball on that, but anyways. Shawnee says wintertime and cabins. Well, because I figured that cabins is always the second half of the show, and I still had a half show to talk about stuff. And I'm jazzed because winter's coming. Since I discovered snowshoes and had children, my entire view on winter has changed. That I quite like it now, you know? But anyway, so yes, hi off grid, hi Shawnee. Before the fact that this is all really early, but I'm just gonna say hi to everyone. I know. Thank you for telling everyone, Jim, that it was an error. We had Canadian on. This is all like, yeah, I know. Funny guy. No, off grid, I didn't. I would like to. I would like to. I'm on vacation until January right now, starting today. So maybe I'm good. I could try to do like an unplanned live during the day at some point, maybe. I don't want to make any promises because my days do tend to sort of surprise me by disappearing into like to-do lists. But anyway, there's Jim saying, no idea what happened. Can't fix it now because I'm also hitting. Oh, that's my message. Okay, he just totally quoted my message. So now everyone knows that I was sitting in a hospital today. It's okay. It's fine. We're just going to keep on moving. Yeah, and he says that was from Jess. Okay. Yes, and Shawnee popping in to say regular time tonight. Thank you, folks. You guys are channel heroes in many, many ways. Just let me answer one quick thing. There we go. Okay. So where was I? Oh, again, I can't see who's a channel member in this app though, so I'm gonna have to go over and take a look at the YouTube app. So this is all like way before the fact, right? All these messages. So then then at more like the usual time, there's David Evans popping in with the whole of peoples. David is a channel hero and a channel mod. Do I have to say it again? I feel like I do have to say it because otherwise it's like I'm not hitting one of my catchphrases. But so be polite or he will drop the banhammer upon you. Ugh. You guys are gonna get so tired of that at some point. Just let me know. Like, shut up, Jesse. We got Peanut Trucker popping in. He is also a channel mod. So we got a team. So if you're rude or you bully or you troll, that's two guys, and one of them's the Road Hammer. You don't want to funk with the Road Hammer. You know what I'm saying? So where are you tonight, Chris? I believe that someone else has probably asked and you probably answered, and I'm late. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to rock and roll here. Christy saying hi. Christy saying hi. Christy is a channel hero. As you can tell by the little icon next to her name. Saying hi, saying hi, saying hi. Canadian popping back in. Nice to see you again. By the way, popping back in at the correct time. I'm just seeing if hey, there's Grace. How's it going, Grace? How are you doing on this fine evening? Fine evening. It's not bad. It was kind of cold today, but not that cold. Like it was comparatively mild. It was like 2 to 7 above freezing today. So, and Russell, you'll be interested. Oh, I don't even know if he's here, but if he is here, yes, we did get rain today. Russell told me last night that rain was coming. Because if Russell gets weather really often, it comes and hits us right afterwards. It's like it just sort of moves over really often. Not 100%, but very, very, very often. There is Serge. Serge is a channel hero. Sorry, a channel mod. So if you're rude, he will politely drop the hammer on you. Because he's a he's a lower key person. Smaller hammer. Classy little hammer. More like a rubber mallet. But you still get the idea. Still get the idea. What the? Ow. Okay, I'll be polite, So it's not the same tow as an actual hammer. It's a little more like a rubber mallet. But you still better watch yourself. I say stupid things sometimes. Serge is asking, are we doing winter camping and cabins tonight? We're doing winter anything. Winter out where you live, for instance, like where I am, I gotta shovel a driveway, but like I don't sleep in a hot tent, right? Like I think about stuff like, you know, where Russell is, um, having to do his own snow plowing to the road and back. I think about like where you excuse me, where you live, Serge, where you probably don't have the same rapidity of services the way I do. Like I have to shovel my steps, my driveway, and like a path through the backyard. But I don't have to drive. I don't have to like drive a four wheeler with a plow on it to get to the road. You know, like winter is different in Florida than Montreal, than Chicoutimi, than Kuujjuaq, right? Um, but yeah, winter camping is definitely involved. You know, part of that. If anyone here is winter camping, I want to hear all about it. I can't wait to winter camp. Every year, I'm like, this is the year I get my tent, and then like suddenly this year it's orthodontics for one of the kids. I'm like, is how much? Yes, Mark, this is for real this time. Mark, by the way, is a channel hero, as you can tell by the icon next to his name, as is Country Boy, who also popping in to say hi. Happy Tuesday, my friends, he says. Let me just, it's okay. So Chris is in. It's wintry in Iowa today. Snow and freezing rain. Yeah, we got some rain. Not freezing rain, fortunately. Freezing rain means I have to be real careful going down my front steps. Otherwise, I go the hell down my front steps. It's going to be 80 Fahrenheit where Christy is tomorrow in Arizona on the surface of the sun. Hold on. Chris is headed back to Florida this week, but got to go to a body shop tomorrow. What's going on, Chris? For what it's worth, or for your information, I'm not ignoring it. I'm eating pizza. Says Serge. I made a kind of ground pork with soy and marinated daikon and carrot juliennes, kind of a lettuce wrap for supper. It was delish. It's a whole different world when you're using lettuce as your wrap than like a tortilla or something, but I actually enjoyed it a lot. Oh, Canadian got an ad. Who else got an ad? There's Honeybee. How you doing? Excuse me. This time I am bona fide sick though. It's not the dust down here. Just in time for my company Christmas party. It all went to hell. I completely lost my voice. Like this, I sound better. This is an improvement. Dang it. So now we're finally at the 9 o'clock mark. I'm just gonna skip on down. Oh, there's Hike with Mike. He's saying hi from the swamps of Florida. I'm just gonna try to catch up on the YouTube side as well, because I forgot to tell you guys that Honeybee is a channel mod. Oh, so good. I do love me a nice cup of tea. Canadian, Country Boy says, no winter here on the wet coast of Canada. Celsius and raining. Probably going to say, he's probably saying like 2 or 4 Celsius raining or something. Supposed to get up to 12 by the end of next week. Holy snaps. Yikes. Peanut Sugar says he had a fender bender on Monday. Someone wanted the same lane I was in and didn't see me, and I spun them around. How did somebody not see you? I mean, I drove next to a whole bunch of big rigs today, and I tell you something, it's hard to miss. And then, so you did better than the other guy, evidently. Chris is doing the God's good works. Hit that thumbs up, everyone. I should probably check that. But of course, I have to reload that page. I have now reloaded that page. I got 23 people watching and 18 thumbs ups. That's not bad. I mean, it could be better. Hint, hint, but it's not bad. Shawnee says, time for live Tuesday night. And that was at like 9:04. Oh, yeah, that's when Shawnee was popping back in. Yes, Mark, 137 was really random. It's weird because it shouldn't have happened. Because what I've been doing is set a new live, click the use the previous lives info, and then I changed the date on the title, change the title up a little bit, add the thumbnail. So there's no reason why it should have said 137. Like none. But anyway, whatevs. We're all good now. Winter bushcraft equals yes, I agree. Absolutely. South says a scholar and a gentleman. That's a quotey quote I haven't heard in a while. There's Russell. Okay, so I'm gonna do the reading, and then I'm gonna continue trying to catch up. I'm gonna sneeze. Loving life here, people. Spirits of Christmas Past. Tales and treasures from the rich legacy of the Hudson's Bay Company. I'm going to show you the picture of the box one more time. When faced with the challenge of what to buy someone for the holidays, many people look to curated gift boxes that cater to their recipients' tastes. And this idea isn't new. In the early 1900s, the Hudson's Bay Company produced Christmas hampers with liquor and smoking supplies for refined gentlemen. The HBC Museum collection includes a number of these wooden boxes that are now empty, their contents having been thoroughly enjoyed. Two sizes were advertised in the 1910 fall and winter catalog. A smaller hamper sold for $5 and contained one bottle each of rye, scotch, brandy, sherry, and port, along with a box of 25 fancy cigars. The larger hamper sold for $10 and included the same items plus a bottle of Irish whiskey, some Jamaican rum, 6 bottles of lager, and more cigars. In today's prices, it would cost upwards of $380 for the small hamper and $580 for the large version. Either option definitely would have been a festive season purchase for someone very special. Could you imagine getting one of these big, beautiful wooden boxes, like chock full of fancy booze for the holidays? And the cigars I could leave. I wouldn't partake in those, but I mean, you could pass them around, I guess. But like, happy holidays. Here's a bucket of booze. I love that idea. And because I went to art school and had my mind poisoned by that kind of environment, I'm very visual, right? So to me, this beautiful box, I can just imagine it was probably like straw inside, right? For to keep the bottles from shattering. And then like these bottles with those old school labels on them, and just oh, I'm transported in my mind, I'm sort of transported to yesteryear. Look, popping one of these open and seeing all these things, these wonderful things seated in straw or maybe cotton or something. And like, it's funny because it kind of reminds me of, like there are all these box subscriptions you can do, bespoke post, or there's like a bushcraft specific one that I don't remember. There's the battle box. There's a couple there are a couple for people who are into, like, Japanese stuff or Korean stuff. And, like, there's nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun. It's like, "We got these boxes for the holidays." I'm like, "Yeah? Is it wood?" No, it's cardboard, right? Is it wood? Is it stuffed with hay and bottles of rye and scotch and stuff? Hmm? And also, like, $380 for, okay, so the small one was $5, which would be 380 in Canadian dollars today. 1 bottle each of rye, scotch, brandy, sherry, and port for 380 plus 25 fancy cigars. That's a freaking deal, dude. That's a stonking deal. Even if the whiskey, like, even if the scotch is, like, red label, and the rye is like the Alberta premium, but, like, not the cask strength. Like, even if the stuff is pedestrian rather than, like, high-end bottles, that's a great price. Yeah, I love that. I would love to receive that as a Christmas gift, especially the large one with, like, Irish whiskey, rum, lager. Love it. Love it. And there's a magic to these old wooden boxes, right? Like, I know it's because of technology, right? There was no there was no way to make a really sturdy cardboard box in 1910, but you guys have heard me wax romantic about when, making a nice axe, making a good quality axe was nothing special, when it was just making an axe. And I kind of that philosophy of mine extends to stuff like these wooden boxes, right? Because they weren't punched out of a factory, like an automated factory, like a cardboard box is today, right? These boxes were made by hand, you know, the wood was cut by hand. Maybe in a mill, but it would have definitely been finished by hand. The stenciling would have been done by hand. They would have been filled by hand, posted by hand. Like, it's not a way we do things anymore. And that sort of dovetails into, and I will try not to get political, but back then, the people doing the work were workers. They weren't human resources. And I bang on about this in my private life all the time. That what do you do with a resource? You use it up until it's gone. And the philosophy that follows with changing the terminology from workers to human resources has created issues, and we will skate away from that. But, like, I have such warm feelings towards these things from a different world, from the past. What does it say on the top? Hudson's Bay Company Christmas hamper, Winnipeg. That's what it says along the top there. Look at that stenciling. Look at that CO. Like, that's a design element. Anyways, when I saw that and I read that, I was like, gotta talk about this with the guys and gals, with the peeps. Because I think that at least a couple of you would appreciate that as much as I do. It's even got, like, it obviously came with rope around it and tied, and they even stenciled that rope onto the box, right? You see there? That's stenciled on. Right there, it's got, like, a knot stenciled on, like, painted on. Over on the other side here, it's got, like, where when you take the rope and you do this and then you twist it so you can come up the other side. Such a nice touch. I would love one of these boxes. I mean, I would love to receive one of these boxes with all the bottles in it, but I mean, I would love to just have one of these boxes now just to put stuff in, and look at and think about the way things were done way back when. Stuff like that kind of makes me a little maudlin sometimes because in the same way as I look at certain parts of old Montreal, like the 400-year-old parts that you can still see here and there, and I'd like to see those areas in their heyday. And I've said this to you before, so I'm being boring, but it's the same sort of reminiscent feeling to me as looking at one of these old boxes. I mean, 1910. I mean, it's only a century old, right? Give or take. But still, it was a whole different work philosophy. The nails were different, you know? I mean, a hammer's a hammer, but the hammers were different. The shipping was different, right? This was a time before shipping crates. This is a time when filling the hold of a ship was an art. It took skill. You know, you didn't just load all these big shipping crates on and stack them. You know, you had to load the ship in such a way that you didn't sort of overload one side, overload the front. You had to make sure that everything fit in, right? This is I've got 6 barrels of whiskey. I've got, a side of beef. I've got 4 big bicycles, right? And everything didn't come in the same size box. Everything had to be stacked carefully. There are so many jobs that existed back then that no longer exist. Like at one point there were box makers. Not like artisanal Etsy people making boxes. There were box makers. There were coopers. I mean, there are coopers now, but like there were a lot of coopers. I mean, I'm not saying I want to live back then because, you know, polio and measles, but I love the philosophy of work that existed in the pre-plastic, pre-power tool world. Here's the thing, using a hand tool is about nuance and control. Using a power tool is about transferring circular motion to cutting or to screwing or to whatever, right? Like you can lose control with a circular saw and not be able to get it back until you've already kind of gone, "Oh, crap." Whereas if you're just using a hand saw and you start to feel it go off, you can bring it back in. Anyways, every time I look at one of these old things, that's kind of the rabbit hole my head goes down. Speaking of rabbit hole, I should have brought down my bottle of. It's okay, I've got bottles around. Anyways, that's the reading. I'm going to see if anyone has bit on what I've said. If anyone has anything to say about that, and that means I have to catch up. So I'm going to scroll. David loves the idea of AI cabins because David loves it when I'm pissed off. Tea time, yes, absolutely, because tea is a good drink. Man, I'm really, really dry. Cabin tours, yes, I love it when we do the cabin tours. Peanut trigger loud and clear. Oh yes, that's because. Oh my god, I'm a half hour late. Okay, I just want to make sure that I've said hi to like David Evans, who I've told you before is a channel hero and channel mod. I've said hi to Russell. I've said hi to Canadian. Hey, there's Beto. Hi, Beto. How are you doing tonight? How's the weather down there? Just making sure I'm catching everyone. Destiny popping in. How's it going, Destiny? How's the weather for you tonight? Here it's quite warm. It was between 2 and 7 today and rainy. Tabernacle, which made the snow essentially disappear. There's a very small icy patch at the end of my driveway. I'm trying to catch up here. I'm just sort of, yes, it is vacation time, and I took almost 0 vacation, so I'm going to lose some because we can only roll over a certain amount, and I have way too much, so I'm angry at myself and will not allow that to happen next year. Popping. We're popping. Yeah, David says thumbs up or the hammer comes out. Ugh. So Canadians. What is that hammering? Is that like an iPod, an iPhone on a tripod? What is that? What's the thing next to the hammer, Canadian? We got Whiskey Harbor popping in, listening while driving on your way home. That's okay. So feel no need to comment. I don't want you to get accidented on your way home. It's I think it's fabulous that you're listening. I do not need you to comment then. David's also hit 7 degrees C today. Yeah. Destiny says today's live is gonna rock. We got a reading, winter camping, cabin discussion, and cabin picks. Yeah. So let's just sort of. I'm skipping down because I'm way late and I want to see. Okay, this question is actually related to what we're talking about. Let's say Rain Dance gets a second vehicle. Would he camp in the vehicle? I don't think I would. I've never actually camped in a vehicle. I've slept in my car before, but that's because it was like St. Patrick's week and I had played 12 hours the day before and I had to play another 6. And I was just like, I'm going to sit in my car and sleep just for like 2 hours kind of thing. But I've never actually camped in a vehicle. I feel that I would get cold, right? Because I wouldn't be able to build a fire. I mean, I guess I don't have to tell you that you build a fire in your vehicle and chances are you don't get out of the vehicle. So I don't think I would, because I wouldn't buy like a camper van or anything like that. We can get through this. Like, so if I had unlimited funds, okay, or won the lottery or whatever, if I had new car money, here's my entire thought process. The pinnacle of my realistic buy would be the RAV4, the Toyota, the plug-in hybrid. That to me is the pinnacle of the quasi affordable cars. That's my number one pick. If I had serious money, part of me would love that Rivian SUV. They've got all kinds of attachments that you can buy, or like not attachments, but it's kind of modular. So you can buy a camp kitchen that just sort of slides out of the body of the thing, like right behind the rear passenger side door. But I mean, all of the options like that are like $6,000 for that vehicle, and I'm still. Our concept in this family is, if all goes well, we will have an electric for in town, getting to work and back, going to Costco, and then like a hybrid or plug-in hybrid for like Jesse's going on a canoe trip, or we're driving to Oka or New York or in Gaspé, wherever like there's family. So like the Rivian doesn't fit in. I'm still not confident enough in the range of electrics to say we're going full on electric. You know, I hate the internal combustion engine, but I'm okay with. I prefer the idea of a hybrid for getting to Toronto and back than I do an electric. In Quebec, there are plugins everywhere. There are plug-in stations everywhere, but everywhere doesn't necessarily mean I can get to New Brunswick and back. Right? Doesn't necessarily mean I can get to the Gaspé and back. You know, but like some of these things, like you can buy. So Peak is the RAV4, but I've always been a Land Rover fan. I think the new Defender, the 4-door, not the 2-door. Land Rovers and Jeeps to me have to be the 4-door. It makes me weak in the knees. It really does. I love it. Not as much as I like the old Defender, because that was magic, especially the previous generation with the two little flippy things below the windshield, because there was no aircon in it, right? So you just flip that open and get a little breeze in. I mean, they were so quirky, and like the space inside was kind of whacked out and everything. But I see one of those and I just imagine myself bouncing over the dunes, in Africa somewhere, kind of. So yeah, I love the new Defender as well, and I love how there's so many homages to the old one in the design, like the rear light cluster. There's no reason for that, except that the old one had, a version of that old light cluster in the back. Love it. It would be nice to sort of set that up so that you could just throw down a mattress in back in case, kind of thing. But I would still want to just have a tent, pull out a tent. There's a lot of rooftop tents for like Jeeps and stuff, and I think I saw one for the Land Rover as well. Does that count in your question, Shawnee? Like, would that count? I still don't know if I would, because I'm too high off the ground. I'm not next to a fire. I'm not sleeping next to a fire. A fire is a big, big thing for me when I'm camping. Even on a hot night, I still want a fire just to give my campsite a sense of place. just to have that center of the universe for that 3 days. Right? When I'm in the woods, that is the center of the universe. The fire is, everything revolves around that. The universe vibrates and revolves around the fire, and I just stare into it and nothing happening. And so that's why sleeping in the car, or buying a camper van, or one of those pop-up things, or having a Jeep top tent, because also I love the Jeep Wrangler. Again, it's got to be the 4-door. And they've got a plug-in hybrid that is not that much more expensive. That would make me want to sell a kidney, to be straight with you. It really would. Are Jeeps all that great? No, they ain't what they used to be. But like the whole Jeep Life thing, even knowing propaganda and knowing advertising because of university, I'm still a sucker for the whole Jeep Life thing, the Land Rover Life thing. They're starting to sell the Toyota Land Cruiser in Canada again, which may change things for me, because I also like that old Land Cruiser, and it was a whole lot easier to service than the old Land Rover, for sure. I don't know, does that answer the question, or did I sort of get lost, Shawnee? Mark says, "Drop the rubber mallet just isn't the same as drop the hammer." I know, but Sesh is a kind, mild gentleman. Hi, good. Mike says, "I can't wait for Christmas break. I've been itching to get out into the woods." I have as well. It's crazy. 2025 has to be better. It absolutely has to. It preys on my mind. It preys on, oh, crumbs. Everything just sort of jumped. Chris says, "I'm just a backup hammer." No, man, you're the road hammer. Shawnee says, "I would like my winter camping to be going to the winter cabin with internet." One of the things I like about hitting the woods is, like, I don't want to be completely separated. Because I'm in my 50s and I have a blood pressure problem, for one. But I do like being in the woods, and like every time I use this thing, I'm using up data. Like there's a beauty to that, because it means that I'm not like, I'm just gonna check my TikTok and I'm gonna play some video games. No. Oh, Chris sent me a photo. He sent me a bunch of photos. What'd you send? Is this stuff I can show? Oh, it's taking forever to load. Okay, I'll let that load, and I'll see if you said anything about it. David's plowed twice. I plowed once. Destiny liked Shawnee's question. What kind of vehicle is my question for Jess? I think I answered that. I think I know. I think many things. Hey, good. Mike says, little known fact is Florida is always 80% humidity. So when it goes down to the 30s, that cold really hits hard. I could well imagine that. Yikes. I'm a rubber hammer like a fork with a cork on it. I'm just trying to catch up here. Destiny asks, Mike, does the humidity sometimes go over 90 or so? Is it harder to breathe if it's high humidity? Sorry about the dumb question. I don't think that's a dumb question. I think that's a great question. Mike says, yes, over 90% is common as well. Yeah, I would not be able to handle 100% humidity. I don't like summer in Montreal because it's very humid and it's like breathing syrup. And like I've often said, like, you're in your air conditioned house and it's like 37 degrees out and humid, and you open the door and it's like walking smack into a tongue. It's like gross. Gross. Mike is comfortable and used to the summer humidity, but the winter is brutal. Yeah, and we get humidity here in the winter as well. So it's like it cuts right through your coat, right through your skin, right into your bones. Peanut Trucker says, I sent Jess the pictures in Messenger. So I'm just going to make sure there's nothing personal. Oh, that's your breakfast. Okay. All right, I will now show the pictures. That didn't help at all, did it? Okay, I see. So that's you. Oof, that's the other guy? Was he in a Beamer? Was he running a BMW? Oh, no, that looks like a Toyota, okay. Because I was gonna say, of course, it's a Beamer. Those guys think they're invincible. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you didn't get off too bad. Kinda feel bad for the other guy, but hey. Shawnee says, "Listen up, dim the lights and listen up, it's story time." So I guess that's where we got into my reading. Chris says, I think Christy would agree with me, but just needs to move to Arizona to a drier climate so he doesn't have sneezing problems. I would love to live in a drier climate. However, I don't want to give up my healthcare. I'll be right back. Speaking of healthcare. Some of the craziest, most amazing, beautiful nature I've seen actually was in Arizona and Nevada. Like, yeah, I'm talking about the Grand Canyon because holy crap. But also like Red Rock Canyon, and went somewhere else. I mean, I would spend all my time hiking, which means I would probably be a whole lot thinner. But yeah, um, it's so much beauty. I mean, I dislike greatly um, Las Vegas, but it's surrounded by things I would never get tired of seeing. Never ever get tired of seeing. I was even gobsmacked by the dam, whatever it's called. Was it the Hoover? Yeah, it's the Hoover Dam. Utterly gobsmacked because we don't think that big up here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we don't build monuments as a matter of everyday course, the way the sort of the American ingenuity especially back in the earlier 20th century, really, really did. Um, so like that thing, I practically fell on my arse when I saw that thing. And because it would just never get. We have some big dams, we do, but not like that. you know, you can smell the box. Yeah, yeah. Um, David lives in. He could live in penal colony. In a penal colony. No, that's not right. It's not the right spelling. Penal colony, county. Yikes! I'm messing that up. So never mind. I don't know what we would see. I told you guys that Lego released an endurance set that I just can't afford, but would die for. Like you guys, man, endurance is big for me because Shackleton is so heroic. He's one of my top, and he's the guy who closed the age of exploration, right? He was the end of it. With his death, the age ended. And he was such a great bookend for that age. Because what I said to you guys before, the only guy who died on one of his missions was him. You look at some of these other guys, who the entire mission disappears, or they lose like 20 guys and 6 get back to England, or it's like, God. And then there's Shackleton, who's like making sure he's like, no, these guys are working for me. I'm responsible for them. We're all getting home, no matter how far I have to sail in a lifeboat to make that happen. What? So, man, um, but I think that there would be some, maybe not like fancy boxes, because Endurance was not a passenger ship, right? Um, but there would be some lovely old, because even like really utilitarian stuff wasn't really utilitarian back then, right? I mean, yeah, there was a plain pine box or whatever, but everything took time to make. Everything did. Nothing was just shot off an assembly line. You know, every cannon was smelted and cast. I think they were cast, and they weren't like hammered into being. They were cast, but still, like you look at footage of shells being whipped off the assembly line and packed up and sent off to depots. You look at pictures of like coins just pound, 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 and falling by the thousands into these big vats. Well, not vats, but and then you think of like what it would take to build the endurance with manpower, hand riveting. Every now and again, a guy disappears, probably between the deck, between 2 layers of deck plates, kind of thing. It's like dangerous, slow, loud, beautiful, beautiful. I think we'd see some really cool stuff. I would love to. I think a lot of this comes from the fact that I think I've said this to you guys before, that I really feel like I'm an explorer who was born too late to explore, because I suck that stuff up, and I imagine what it would be like to be on the ship that discovered endurance, to be on the ship that discovered Titanic, for God's sakes, you know, not to be on the billionaire submersible that imploded, because that was pretty funny, but you know, I'm enchanted by that stuff. Absolutely. So Destiny, one comment sort of sent me off on another one tangent. Sorry, guys, but Destiny, her head's in the right place to interest me in the conversation. Very often. You got a great little head going on there, Destiny. I like the way your mind works. Chris has a half acre there. Oh, that's where is that Pinal Colony? How do you pronounce that, guys? Sorry. And because I'm feeling sick, I've got a headache too. It's like, meh. Wow, 21:52. Okay, I gotta catch up because that means we're like 8 minutes from whiskey time and cabin time. Okay, hold on. Oh, you thought I took no, it's just I'm trying not to blow my nose on screen or sneeze on screen if possible. Uh, skipping on down. On down the road. Um, Canadian says, "Are you insinuating that with today's marketers and such, old school was still better?" I agree. I'm not insinuating. I'm full on saying. I'm stating it. I am making this statement. If we could have old school workmanship with new school, medicine systems, then awesome. I just don't want to trade, you know, my Medicare card for polio. But man, just nobody thought that they were building great quality stuff. They just thought they were building stuff. Like I keep coming back to that because it's such a change in headspace, right? You look at Council Tool, they're building great quality stuff, but that's the point to them. They're building great quality axes. That's not the same as just building axes and they happen to be fabulous, right? Because the guys at Council Tool know that there's a lot of companies out there just sort of popping them out of, casting them in India and places like that. And they've made a conscious decision not to be like that, which I love, by the way. I'm not complaining about Council Tool. I'm complaining about the world that makes it that makes Council Tool have to tell you, no, we're building good quality stuff rather than all stuff being good quality. Because we spend money and sometimes big money on garbage really often. Mike says the best school is the old school. Let's take it back to the old school. Let's take it back to even the food boxes in the walled Victorian kitchen gardens sent on the trained family members were just as beautiful. Straw and veggie fruit filled. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Gross. Circular screwing sounds dangerous at my age. Somebody had to go there, I guess. Mark had an ad at 9:31. Makes sense. Oh man, it's 9:55. Okay, hold on. Yes, when you use old school tools and techniques, you develop a pride with the work you created, in my opinion. I believe so as well. Absolutely. Destiny says, so true. I saw a 2024 BBC program about bespoke Christmas ornaments for the very rich. Boy, were the ornaments crap. That I have not seen. I would like to see that though. Destiny, if you can drop that into the Discord, I would check that out. Road and a hammer. Seth says, I'm a paradox. I got a house from 1928 with a lot of the original features, but I have smart switches and an electric car. That's fine. Destiny likes the combo of the old and the new with the best or so-called new age tech. I think there can be a nice balance there. I also agree. Like, for all the weird sort of aversion I have to new school work ethic, no, because now it sounds like I'm saying Gen Z can't work. For all the aversion I have towards modern manufacturing, the dependence on plastics instead of old school materials, there are some very cool things we can do today that we could not do before. I get that. I mean, I can shoot videos on something this big and then put them on YouTube and you guys can watch them. I can live stream. That camera is full of plastics. I mean, and glass, but it's not like an old school Hasselblad. So whereas I love the workmanship of the old school Hasselblad, I also know that this is what it takes to do live streaming in today's world. Destiny says Fantastic has a great Fiat Ducato van that they travel and sleep in. That did some great upgrades. Okay, I will check them out. Oh, Ducato. Okay. All right. Russell just got the notification at what time? 9:37. What? Toyota and Nissan want to merge. What the hell? Why would Toyota want to do that? Nissan's like on the rocks. Why would they want to tie themselves to Nissan? Mm. City Girl loves her RAV4 hybrid. It's not a plug-in, but she's in a condo anyway and can't access an outlet. But she gets something like 950 kilometers per fill. Yeah, I love it. I love that. Shawnee says the fire isn't in your tent or hammock. You'll have a fire, but sleep in your rig is all I was asking. Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, okay. You know why I don't know? You know why I was going about the fire is because it's because I really want the Esker Classic 2 hot tent with a stove. So, like, at this time of year, that's what my context is. I'm thinking about sleeping in a canvas tent with a stove. Because you're right. In the summer, right, I don't sleep next to the fire, right? I put it out and I go and I sleep in my hammock or my tent. So, yeah, you're right. I was I was in my winter state of mind, I think. Destiny is they're a lovely couple from Finland, I think. Little Finnish. David says there was first day in a month they did not light the wood stove. Hey Russell, do you have a link to get on the stream? I could have a small cubic mini heater wood stove in your camping vehicle, like Fantastic has. I'm gonna have to check them out because um, part of me is really attracted to the whole van life thing. I mean, part of me is attracted to having room for my family, but there is part of me that loves the idea of just hitting the road, freedom, and just going. Country Boy doesn't like plug-in hybrids. Hybrids should use the gas engine and brakes to recharge the batteries. I have no access. You have no access for a plug-in. Um, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, even plug-ins work that way. It's just uh, with the plug-in. It. Sorry, I dropped my Kleenex box. With the plug-in, it further reduces the amount of gas you use, right? Because you start with your battery all charged up. Excuse me, guys. Um, Russell says it was a tiny bit chilly in the cabin when I came in just before supper, so I lit a small fire. Woof. David says, my brother-in-law has a plug-in hybrid. He regrets getting it. Chances are he's of the generation that hates all the new stuff. Because I don't know anyone of like my age who bought one of those and regrets it. Different. They had to make adjustments to the way they vehicleized, of course, but I always say, look, I'm a technologist. I work in high tech. The internal combustion engine's time is over, man. It's been the same tech for like a century. They've made improvements. I mean, a current ICE engine is way better than one from 100 years ago, but I don't know. It's like, well, and yet I love sailing and I don't like motorboats. So I guess no, I will not question myself. The internal combustion engine is yesterday's technology. Sailing just happens to be beautiful. They're not related. I'm trying to get to the bottom here so that I can have Russell on and we can do cabins. Country boy's trying to convince his lady to get a hybrid. Our commuter car is getting high on kilometers for what it is. And I think I've often sort of said that if if we completely abandon the gas engine and go completely to hydrogen, then we're just replacing one overused technology with another one, right? You can't sort of say we're going to stop using hydrocarbons and all move over to hydrogen or all move over to like I would love to see in the future, which we're not going to because of economies of scale and companies have to increase shareholder profit above all else. But what I would love to see at some point in the future would be this guy's driving a gas electric hybrid. This guy's driving a hydrogen, like a fuel cell car. That guy's driving a full on electric, right? That guy's driving a whatever, a biodiesel. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you have a cocktail of things on the road, yeah, it makes gas slash power stations way more complicated. Everything becomes way more expensive to fuel up. I get it. But the impact to the world we live in would be lower because you're not overdoing any one of these energy sources. I should be writing. I did show the pictures, but I'm just really late. Um, so since September, you've put nearly 12,000 clicks on it. Oh yeah, well, because you're coming back to town to hang with your kids, right? All-wheel drive, yeah, which is good. With a hitch, yeah, which is good. Yeah, you won't buy a Jeep anymore. I remember that. Mm. Christy is buffering every 15 to 20 seconds. Wow, that sucks. I'm just trying to get down to the bottom. Um, I think you might be right about that, Destiny, but I don't quite remember, but there was something. Doesn't Sean in Alaska normally have greater than 5 degrees diff between his downstairs and upstairs with his wood stove? Does the steeper roof slash ceiling pitch do that? I remember something about a differential, but I don't remember exactly what he said. I agree with Russell here. I think the scariest things you could go through is the beginning of a car accident where the other guy is in an 18-wheeler. Absolutely. That would freak me all the way out. I'm just trying to okay, I'm skipping down as far as I can here. Russell says, I'm absolutely sure that in a past life I was a ship officer during the age of sail. What a life, eh? Smell of the salt and the pitch on the deck. David says, one of my favorite movies was Master Commander. That was a great film. Terrific, terrific film based on apparently some really good writing, some really good novelage. Oh, it's Honda and Nissan want to merge. Yeah, okay, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Russell needs a link. I thought I had a link. Hold on. Copy link. Find the Discord. Click on Raspberry Rock. Drop the link. Oh, in fact, he's been pinging me, but because I'm not wearing my cans, I didn't hear. Yeah, okay. I guess I should put my cans on. Can I hear myself? Yes, I can. I have not yet poured my whiskey. Oh, right. Al's not with us, right? That's the Glenlivet. No, I don't want to open something new. Wolfburn. No, okay. We're going to have an Ardbeg tonight. I hope Russell got that that link. Ardbeg and O. Oh my God. Okay, I'll drink that as slowly as I can. I don't want to say anything stupid. Yeah, I've seen 2 of those Rivian trucks that I was talking about in my neighborhood lately. They're so nice. I've also seen 2 of those frickin' Cyber trucks. Nope. No frickin' way. So stupid looking. Oh, that smells good. Holy crap. That's smoky, peaty. You know, Russell, when you join, a voice tells me, Fart Blaster 2000 joined.
That sounds appropriate.
Yeah. Nice to see that you can keep it serious for the live stream. Hold on, let me do this.
Oh, do you want me to? I can change it. Whatever.
No. I mean, there's an expectation, right?
Hold on. Let me change my view.
What are you viewing?
Ooh, super view.
Wow. That looks dramatic.
Fisheye. No, it stayed the same. Okay.
They didn't stay the same for me.
Yeah, I can change my name if you want to get serious here. Let me.
No, we're looking at cabins. We're not talking about laws and economics. I may be talking about economics if we look at any cabins that are too beautiful for me, but
oh, I can't even. Oh, dark mode. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Rub it on.
What? You weren't in dark mode already? I'm in dark mode.
I just clicked the link, man.
You know, I was in dark mode because I was like, no, if I don't go into dark mode, Russell is gonna piss all over me. And you joined and you weren't even in dark mode. I mean,
okay, come on. Can I if we're gonna go there, let's go there. Your face is so bright right now. I'm looking for my sunglasses. Can you turn down your light a little bit? Like
it's my inner light. That's about as light as I can get it without. There's like this tiny little thing where it's on and it's as dim as I can get it, and then it sort of goes off. Like,
yeah, but the glare coming off of your face is
there. That's as light. That's as dark as I can get it without it going off.
Anyway, nice to talk to you again. It's been a while.
Have I said hi to Marcus yet, by the way?
Nope.
Marcus. Hi, Marcus. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a fine evening. I think is Homie here? I'm just trying to catch up so that there's Homie popping in.
Honeybee
saying hi. Yeah, Honeybee is with us. Good crew we got here.
Hold on. We having David join us?
Homie says Cybertruck is gross, which I agree with. Honeybee will probably have about half a finger of whiskey with me. I'm highly appreciative of that. Yeah, maybe we can have David on a little later.
Oh, you don't want him now? Okay.
Well, are we looking at cabins?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
hold on.
Well,
Big Green Moose. How's it going, Big Green Moose? Hybrid is as far as I go. Watching the 15 Teslas charging and waiting to charge at the supercharger off the 401 in London tells me all I need to know.
right.
Too dependent on weak infrastructure. I would have figured that the infrastructure would have been stronger in Ontario. I mean, here it's very robust. I just don't like Teslas. I think Teslas no longer look modern. I think they've been lazy on the design department in terms of keeping them looking great. I've seen too many of them with like mismatched body panels and too many stories of them getting bricked and the company not helping the owners. It's just like, nope, not going near them. Not going near them. If I have that kind of money, I would probably go for like a Polestar. They look better. They seem to be better on all the stuff I just mentioned. I mean, they're owned by Volvo, right? So, and Volvo is pretty killer. What do you have in there, Russell?
Well, I really wanted some heavy drugs, but scotch and a beer. Oh, I've got a scotch story for you. Remember that bottle I was telling you about? It tasted bad. I took it back today.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's a longer story. I'll tell it to you. It's kind of funny and stupid at the same time.
Okay. Excuse me. Country Boy doesn't like the Rivian. I love the Rivian. I think it's hot. But it's expensive though. It's like electrics have to be less expensive than they are in order for them to be anything other than a gadget.
As they become more widespread, though, the price will come down. Did I tell you when we were in Vancouver for the cruise? Like every other car on the road there is a Tesla. Like almost literally every other car. And I asked the Uber driver about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's big incentives from the government to go electric. Like you get something like crazy, like $9,000 back." And so there's so many Teslas out there.
Yeah, it's hard to, because that, taking almost 10 grand off the price drops it into like fancy car price range rather than electric car price range.
Yeah.
Cliff says, just wait till the power grid goes down. Good luck getting anywhere in your electric car. Yeah. Infrastructure, any kind of infrastructure can go down though, right? And like we're sort of like a month away from a 25% tariff on the gas you guys use. So, that may not be infrastructure going down, but that's like wickedly higher price for fueling. So everything is like, it's all a balancing act, right?
Well, and now they want to tax like electric vehicles because they're not paying for gas, so they're not paying the tax that they would have paid on gas for infrastructure and stuff. It just seems silly, right? Let's tax electric vehicles because
yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Big Green Moose also likes the Polestar. Yeah, I think they look hot. From the back, you can really tell they're Volvos. But I don't have a problem with that. Do you guys do any archery? Asks Homie. I have only done it like once. I'm not bad at it, but I sure as hell ain't great at it. Like, I wouldn't want to depend on archery for putting meat on the table with my current skills. For sure. I would need to really work on it. I think we are about to do cabins. I'm just going to...
That's weird.
What? David says, maybe we should talk about electric plug-in cabins. Oh, that's true, Country Boy. Gas pumps don't work when the power is out. So unless you have your own supply, the point is... That's true, because at least the pumps around me, they're all like super digital with touch screens. You want me to show that on screen?
Oh, I was wondering why it didn't come up. There you go.
Is this an AI cabin?
Oh, there we go. No, there are no AI pictures in my list today.
Nice. That's a nice cabin.
What I tried to do is a lot of these are Airbnb. So I got a picture of the cabin. Like there's several pictures of most of the cabins, outside and inside. There are a few that are just single pictures, but because we always did that in the past where we said, oh, that's a nice looking cabin. I'd like to see what's inside.
Yeah. You know what's cool about that one? That sort
Tell
of
me.
add-on on the side that's got like the 2 big windows and then the 3 small ones down like where your feet are.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah,
sunroom kind of thing.
yeah, and I know exactly why they did that for the lower down windows because they wanna look down and see, like, they want a more panoramic view of the woods and stuff outside.
Well, they want to see if the kids are starting fires.
That could also be it. Although they've also got a whole bunch of fishing rods on that wall.
Oh, good eye.
Yeah. So, fishing cabin. I'm not sure if I like the blue, but I kinda do.
At least the blues all work together, right?
The
It's
blues
not
all
just
work together. They look
it's not just
fabulous
one
against
blue. In
yeah,
fact, that's almost a teal on the wall
yeah,
there.
yeah. Looks beautiful against the more raw wood or the wood stain. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, I like it too. And it's kind of a wraparound deck as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fire pit out here.
All right. Oh, there's supposed to be more pictures from that other one, but I guess we're on to this one.
Oh, okay. So this looks like a DIY cabin, or it was a
This
cabin
is
with a DIY build on?
this is one of the weirder ones in the group. I couldn't figure out what the heck they were doing. Whether there was a cabin there and then they built sections on both ends,
I
or
think
what.
that's what it looks like to me, and these are what? These are solar panels on the side, right?
Uh, yes, yeah, they must be right. They're slightly angled.
And they've got wires coming off of them, but, like, that doesn't look like enough panels to power the
No,
cabin, so I wonder what they're powering with those panels.
keep the lights on, maybe. So
Huh.
inside the same building,
Yeah.
definitely a DIY,
Yeah.
and it looks like they covered up the windows on the one side for some reason.
Um, you know what this one kinda reminds me of? You know when people build, like I built an Earth ship, and their house looks like this weird sort of Etsy thing because it's all made of, like, wine bottles through clay walls to get we love how the light plays. This kind of sort of makes me think of that in some way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Every single time somebody tells me they want to build a yurt or they want to build an earth ship or they want to use straw bales or whatever, every single time I'll tell them just build a stick and frame cabin. Just use regular lumber. Don't do anything weird. They get these thoughts into their heads like this is a better thing. I'm like, no, just do it properly. We've had decades, hundreds of years of experience of building things. This is the same place,
Different angle.
different angle. Can't say much for their kitchen there.
It's real basic. Like this is definitely a DIY kinda I mean, what's with the pile of wrenches on the counter? The pile of rusty wrenches, like, what's going on here, guys?
Wait, how are you cooking?
What are you cooking?
Wait,
And, like, what's with the garbage? Like, looks like an ash catcher under the oven, right?
and their cupboard, shouldn't there be food in there or something?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
Anyway, yeah,
But, whatever,
this is the same place.
wow, it looks a lot better from this angle. Still not great though. Like, still, like, to me, it still looks like they ruined a really nice old cabin by like, oh yeah, we can build this ourselves.
Well, and these, I don't know what are these supposed to be shingles on here? It looks like one of those big sheets of stuff that you just tack
Yeah.
on to something.
Oh my land, what
Right?
the hell? Oh snap! And why do they have like a construction cone in their yard? Keep out, it says.
That's probably their poop pit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No. Upstairs in the same place.
It's 3 in the morning and you jump out of bed and you really gotta pee and you land on your head on the floor below because you only had enough wood for like a quarter of a railing.
At least there's some railing. I don't have any railing up there. Sometimes I get up and I'm like, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
really?
Yep.
Oh, Destiny says no to cabin number 2. I think we're kind of.
This is cabin number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a different place. This
I
in
love
fact,
it.
this might
Big
only
Green
be.
Moose. Look what Big Green Moose says. Where do you keep your wrenches, fancy lad? I love it. Sean says wrenches always go on the counter. Oh, hi, Sean. We're talking about cabins.
Well,
You're a cabin
old,
expert.
rusty. Hey, Sean. Anyway, this might be a single picture, without any more pictures. I kind of like. I don't know. I don't like this place. I don't know what I want to say about
I
it.
like it better than the previous place, though. Okay, so it's just got plywood walls, right? So this is
Yeah.
another kind of uber basic place. Nice little stove with one of those fans on top.
Plywood. Yeah, those fans don't work.
Not sure
Plywood
if I
walls.
love the what.
I said those fans don't work. Well, it just makes me think of the plywood walls make me think of a hunt camp.
Yeah. Excuse me. I agree.
I don't think there's any other video or pictures in the series. Nope. Okay.
I do like that.
This picture is interesting because it reminds me a lot of my cabin. I have kind of the same, although I don't have the wraparound deck, but I have the same kind of roof structure over the deck.
So if you were to rebuild your cabin, would you do like if you were to build it again, like build it today, would you do a wraparound deck?
If I had the money to do it, yeah, I probably would. Yeah. Especially on this side, which isn't going to mean anything to anybody, but walking around this side of the cabin is
Brutal.
terrible because it's so rocky and uneven, and like it would have been nice on that side. The other side, probably not, because I'm always walking around that side to just doing stuff. So a deck there would probably be in the way.
I get it.
But there's nothing stopping me from adding a deck if I wanted to.
By the way, that cabin does look small though. That's like a one-person cabin.
Yeah, I think I got more pictures of this one. Yeah, it looks like it might be like a 12 by 12, but it does have a bit of an opening there.
I bet you that's where they sleep.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Look at those stairs.
Oh yeah, this is the same cabin.
Yeah, it's the same cabin.
Yeah. By the way, Big Green Moose says that those fans work great in a canvas tent with a stove. That's good to know.
I tell you what, there are people that swear by them, and I generally don't get into arguments with them, but I had one here and used it, and I stood in front of it with a piece of paper, like 6 feet in front of it with a piece of paper. It didn't move the paper at all. It's not moving any air. I mean, it looks like it is, and you might think it is, but they're not spinning fast enough to move air to any great degree. Anyway,
so there's no running water here, but he's got a kettle. He's got a little Coleman stove. He's got. I mean, we don't talk about guns here, but up at the top is something I would love to have.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, you know what? I think is that a Red Ryder? No, it's not. It's a real one. Okay. It does look a little sparse above that window, though. Like you need something bigger up there. Like a moose head. Well, maybe not a moose head. That would be huge, but something bigger, like crossed snowshoes or something.
Yeah, you need something to break up the space. That's the same reason on the outside of my cabin. Like I've got the board and batten going along, and then I cut it off, and then it's horizontal from there up. Just because if you have board and batten right from the bottom of your cabin right to the peak on the sides,
it looks silly.
It looks silly. It's too much.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like a great big moose head there would actually look
something like that. Something bigger. Like
Lonnie Anderson, like. You're a classic Lonnie Anderson or Farrah Fawcett? Big poster.
Mm-hmm. Curling at the edges, yellowing in the sun.
Anyway, the thing that really struck me is these stairs that go up around this pole.
Yeah, I like him. And he's got like a handle there so that he doesn't fall on his arse halfway up.
I just can't believe I wouldn't trust them. I
I
didn't
would
think I
at
could
least,
trust them.
I would have to put some sort of railing around, because I know me. I'm the type who will stub myself on anything I will accidentally step on. Excuse me, step on anything. I have accidentally kicked the side of my table many a time. I know I would step right off the side of that, halfway down, running down for like a nocturnal piss, just right off the side.
Running down for a nocturnal piss, I'd be sliding them. Boom, 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 fuck.
Yeah, yeah, I'd be done like dinner. And is that like a dog door in his door, or?
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I might have more pictures in this series. Oh yeah, okay, there we go.
I like it
So
though. It's got a nice cheerful. Here's the thing. I believe that this is brand new.
yeah, well, this is probably an Airbnb, so it's there's no homey stuff in there. There's no
Yeah, it's
like
cared for,
lived
but
in.
it's not. Yeah, that would explain the cheap ass dollar store pots up there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very nice though.
a lot of wood. What do you think of the? I mean, everything's wood, right?
I would have whitewashed the
You would
ceiling.
have.
Yeah, or maybe the walls. Something needs to be whitewashed. I wouldn't want to get rid of all the wood, for sure, because I love that look. But something needs to be whitewashed, just to
I'm
break it
okay
up.
with. I wouldn't whitewash anything, but there are different types of wood you can put up. Like this is all pine, right? This is all knotty pine.
Yeah, it's all knotty pine.
Like even sections of the floor are knotty pine, right? You should put something else, maybe. Of course, I'm looking around my own cabin. There's a lot of knotty pine in here, maybe. But that, whatever. This is a different place.
Yeah, I like that. Again, though, I would whitewash the wall at the head of the bed. Like the wall around the bed, I would whitewash, not the ceiling.
You and your whitewashing, I don't know, man.
Or I would whitewash the ceiling, but leave the beams wooden looking. But like not all the ceiling, not the slant down the left side, because you get a nicer light in this space when you got some.
Oh, you're thinking of reflective properties.
Yeah. Serge says that's how I like my pine, naughty.
Serge.
Let's work on spelling, Serge.
Naughty.
Destiny says cabin like Russell's, clean, neat interior. Stairs are nice but treacherous after a party. Yikes! Yeah.
Yeah, and the railing is it won't catch you in a fall. The railing is just there for balance.
Yeah. Country Boy is saying that little rifle was either a Henry or a Winchester. I think that if I was buying one now, it would be the Henry. Mark Davidson said that a portrait of Kramer would go great there. Talking about where's that,
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if this is the same place, but I really like this. I
love that cook stove.
Nice and cozy.
I love that wood burning range.
Yeah, that cook stove. Beautiful.
But it's got the wood burning range on one side and a gas cooker on the other.
Yeah, of course. As much as I like the idea of a wood burner, you go through a lot of wood, and it's hard as hell to maintain. Set your temperatures, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And is that like a propane fridge?
Propane fridge?
Yeah.
How would you know? I guess we could look up the model number.
Yeah. It looks like a cabin specific fridge, right?
Oh, what do you think of the microwave on top of the fridge?
Look, a microwave is practical.
No, I'm just saying on top of the fridge, though.
Where you're like, look, if you're 5'7" like I am, you'd be like, can't reach.
But to me, it's a big empty space, and I don't know. My fridge is pretty small. I have to squat down just to get in the crisper, right?
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Like I hate the fact that, like I gotta bend over to see what's on the top shelf in the fridge.
So your fridge is quite small.
But a microwave, it clears up some counter space anyway. City Girl might have a problem. I mean, she's even shorter than your short ass.
Right. Sean in Alaska says, yes, that is a domestic fridge, so propane. So are all domestics propane then?
What's that mean?
Well, because the brand name was domestic.
Oh.
Destiny says, "Okay, gotta say, Sicilia's off-grid cabin near Svalbard is awesome. Small, cozy, all the stuff you need. Even the dated decor is tasteful." Destiny, I feel that this is a channel you've told me about before. Country Boy says, definitely a propane fridge. Okay. I kind of like the shelves that are like big planks, but I'm not sure if I like the branches being used as the supports. Like that might be just a little too what we would call champêtre, like a little too country.
What's that in English?
Champêtre, I have no idea. I do not know, but like, you know, country decor kind of.
And the only thing I don't like about it is it's sitting out in the open and collecting dust.
Right. There's a comment here about why that fridge is lifted off the floor. Destiny says they had to lift it up because not allowed to use posts in the ground. Oh, no. She's talking about Cecilia's cabin in Svalbard.
This might be the same place. Yes, this is the same place. I'm not sure if I had anything to say about this picture other than
that's a steep set of stairs.
Yeah, it's
nice place.
Almost a ladder. To me, the difference between stairs and ladder is, can you walk up it without using your hands?
I kind of feel that, and this may be the angle of the picture, but I would be afraid of cranking my head off that sort of support beam on my way up the stairs.
Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly if that would be in the way or not. But yeah, you might be right. Not sure if this is the same place. This might be the same place.
It looks the same to me. Pop back for a sec. Do we see the floor in the other picture? Yeah, it's the same place.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty nice. I like that tall window with the bench sitting in front of it. Nice design element.
I'm a little mystified at their chimney here, because generally when you have a stovepipe that goes that way, it goes outside, right? And then you can clean it from outside, right? You take it apart and you can shove something. If that's going right into that brick chimney and then up, like, how the hell do you clean that?
Oh, the brick chimney might not be real though, right?
It might not be, but then that's a hell of a thing to build just for the aesthetics, right?
Yeah. But like, are you getting another Airbnb feel off of this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, so maybe it's just for the look.
Yeah. I feel that this skinny window could have been bigger.
Well, they've got one on either side. I like them.
Yeah.
I generally think that bigger windows are better though. Oh no.
Yeah, I had a fail.
Ooh.
So I don't have any more pictures of this place. I don't know what it is. It doesn't even look like a cabin now that I look at it. It's a sunroom.
With a canoe sitting next to it.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the idea of having that much of the wall just sort of fold away, like in your living room or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like a barn door style. You just slide it aside.
Yeah,
maybe.
Love that.
But I don't know what this wooden thing that's going around this skirt or whatever headdress.
Just a design element, Russell. Just a design element.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the only picture I have of whatever that was. This is an interesting place. I think this is in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it very strange that they've got different rooms, like different buildings for different rooms. I know this one right here is a sauna.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's an outdoor kitchen under this area.
I love that.
But I love this. Reminds me of the Muskoka area, actually. Bedrock and water, and I've got more pictures of this one. Yeah, good. So it's on an island.
Oh, sure is. Holy crap.
It's kind of neat. It looks like the only cabin on the island.
Yep. For that one you were apparently the word for champêtre is rustic. Okay.
Oh.
And that ladder stairs thing, he calls it a statter. Or a slatter.
Slatter.
Christy
So,
likes the look of that chimney we were talking about. But I
I
think
like
it
the
is
look of
just
it
done for
too.
look. Yeah, I
But
think it's
yeah.
just done for look.
So this is the sauna here, as far as I understand it. So the
Okay.
sauna has a great big window looking out over the lake, which is pretty damn awesome, you know.
Oh yeah, this cabin is all win, in my opinion. Absolutely, especially if there's that little outdoor kitchen right between them. Hell yeah. I wouldn't want to stand there at -40, but you know.
Probably not. And then this is just
look.
another view. So this is their living area, I guess. And I'm not sure what this is over here.
Oh, who cares? Love it. I like that's probably like
look at the deck around the bedrock.
That's amazing. I kind of feel that one side of that was the dining room, and then you go outside to go to the living room kind of thing. Or
Which would
vice
be
versa.
crazy.
Yeah.
Are we adjourned to the dining room or the living room? This is the same place, actually, and this is the workshop part of it.
I see an axe. And a sink, and a workbench, and a pillar drill, whatever the other word for a pillar drill is.
That's pretty good for whatever this place is.
Loving it.
Same place. This picture just so reminds me of the Muskoka area.
Mm-hmm.
The lakes, the islands, the boating.
Very
nostalgic for me.
Yeah. The other room, there was definitely the workshop in the other room, but it was more than just that. Okay, so this
is the same place, and I don't have too many inside pictures of this place because I don't know, whoever was taking the pictures thought he was or she was being very artistic, holding the phone in portrait mode and just taking a picture of, the lake through the bathroom door and out the window, and I'm like, you don't actually see anything.
Yeah.
This is actually one of the better inside pictures, if you can believe it. But I like all the windows.
Me too.
If you got no neighbors, why not?
Christy says, take note of that workshop when building yours. I like that kitchen.
Oh, my workshop will be bigger.
I do like that kitchen. So that's probably the fridge, that big door right behind the lamp. That's probably the fridge. One? Yeah. Right fridge with the fruit drawer, and then under that a bottom freezer.
Interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that.
But I've seen some stuff like that. Gas stove.
I mean, that's probably propane. The fridge is probably propane as well. They're on an island, so
yeah.
Just looks
lovely. I love how the black goes with that wood. I think that is slick as shit. I love that.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Oof. Yeah, Destiny loves the big windows. She says that the view is lit. I agree.
Lit.
If I could afford this place, that's the outdoor kitchen. Hell yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Funny how the barbecue is all like rusted up. Like the rest of the house is so pristine, and look at how rusted up that barbecue is.
I imagine it's the conditions rather than a lot of it's seen a lot of use.
Yeah,
for sure, but
love it. Yeah.
But yeah.
I love it. David says, looks like a cabin from IKEA.
Good night, Serge.
Serge is out. Okay, good night. Sleep well. Enjoy your beauty sleep.
So we're back to this thing. I wonder if we've got the other pictures of this thing.
Okay, I would like to see more from. Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Yep. They've got the sunroom. They've got the.
Yeah.
They must have like pets or small. Oh yeah, there's a pet. There's
Something.
a dog.
Oh yeah, right. There's a dog right there. Because yeah.
Like you wouldn't do a railing like that otherwise.
Yeah. No. There's no way.
I should
It
have
looks like from this angle, it looks like that sunroom is kind of a DIY thing.
after the fact. You mean?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. So this will be the same place.
Pretty nice. Definitely
Yeah,
Airbnb though. Like look at that table with the folder of like things to do in the area. Right?
You're right. Yeah. It's kind of like I like the stairs. I like the barn door in the bathroom.
Yeah. I do as well. In fact, I think these might be my favorite stairs we've seen tonight, just in terms of me not being terrified of pitching forward into the void at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, those are real stairs, and there's obviously some storage space underneath them or behind them.
Yeah.
This should be the same place.
Still looks
Yeah,
nice.
there's the sunroom.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Whatever you're calling it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's a really nice space.
This is a different place.
This is clearly a different place. Still pretty nice though. But yeah, I think that's where it looks. Just the colors and everything in the previous picture was just. I would love to spend a weekend in that space.
Yeah, this is nice. Very cozy.
Yeah, I love it.
And of course, they took the pictures in the fall. Look at the trees.
Mm-hmm. I knew what they were doing. For sure.
Anyway, so this is a different place, and what caught me about this one is just the cheap shit that we see in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like this
chair, diner thing.
Yeah, it's a booth. Yeah, it's a diner booth chair. And this cupboard here looks, or this whatever this is called, is
this island.
Cheap. Like that really does look like IKEA furniture, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And I love how there's the panel is missing off of one of the light switches.
No, well, yeah,
right.
This is the same place.
And now the panel is back on the light switch.
Oh, damn! Good eye, Jess.
What the hell?
You're right. Okay.
What are they doing? I like that little light over the kitchen, but yeah, you're right. There's some like. It could be a much nicer space than it is.
Yeah.
I like the subway tiles. A little bathroomy, but I think they work with the space. I bet you hate those shelves open to the dusty air.
Yeah, I do. I'm wondering why this window is fogged or whatever that's called.
I think. Well, no, it's a blind. Look, it's a blind.
Yeah,
because right, what I was going to say is that the morning sun probably comes right in that window, and the guy and they're standing there trying to make breakfast and like, fuck off. But yeah, even if it's a blind, it's the same thing.
Demonetized.
Oh, crumbs. Yes.
Too late. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Same place. I don't know why.
What's with the decorative mountains on the beam? Like, were they playing with that knot? Oh, it's going to look like the moon over these mountains. Don't love it. Don't love it at all.
I don't know. Same place.
This place is kind of making my head spin a little bit. Like, I wish I had that space to turn into something nice.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. The far wall there just looks like drywall. On the left.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. And then on the right, it's expensive plywood, maybe?
Actually, it looks like that really thin stuff, like the veneer.
Yeah.
Like a 1/4 inch something.
David says it looks like a tiny house. Hold on. Destiny says, looks like a dorm gathering room or whatever they're called today. Country Boy liked the colors in that one. I think he's talking about the one that you and I were both like, I want to spend a weekend there. Yeah. Just looking at the timestamp.
I think this is the same place. Big Leaf, yes.
Yeah.
So this is the upstairs. It's a bed, or mattress on the floor.
Well, it's good that they've got a big ass TV because it's important to get your decor. Fuck, and
Wait, you
like
want to cuddle in bed and watch movies, man? I got no problem with that.
I guess not. I refuse to have a TV in the bedroom. But like when they're taking pictures of this place, they did no dressing, right? Like I love the rolled up yoga mat in the corner.
Yeah.
The like no sheets on the bed. The pillows just are tossed there. It's like we're just taking pictures of it's cinema verite, guys. This is how we live. Um
Can you imagine if I wanted to sell this place and the agent's like, "Well, we really want to dress up the place, but you live 3 kilometers from the road."
We're not bringing this stuff in. Country Boy says that place was designed by someone that thought they were an interior designer. Yeah. Destiny says what? Jess has released his inner bitchy critic, and I'm here for it.
Jeez.
I didn't know I was being so obvious.
Oh, this is what we do. This is what we do. We're total critics and all this crap. Look at the ceiling on this. That's a massive drywalling job. Like over where there's no floor there. Like they must have had some serious, maybe a skyjack or something to get up there to do that. Like the guys coming in must have looked at the ceiling and went, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah. Backcountry Tripper is saying, "Howdy, all. Is this cabin talk?" Yeah. Backcountry. We're looking at some cabins and we're doing a little critique. We've seen some spectacular cabins and some
little critique
look like this. Like I don't even think that there's enough space. Oh, that's what it looks like from the outside.
The good, bad. No, is that the same place?
Yeah. Because I was about to comment on that shitty little window that is too close to the little one with that slides. That one right there, next to the TV. Nope.
Yeah, the reason why I love this picture is that you look at the cabin from the front and you got this nice wood paneling, but from the side they're like, screw it, let's just put aluminum on here.
Yeah, that's like corrugated aluminium, right? Holy crap. Okay.
That's total, Airbnb stuff. Although I don't know why they included this picture. They should have just been a picture from the front and said, "Yep, this is what it is." This is what you're saying. This is what you're looking at. They have the
rain barrel.
Yeah, they're doing something different though. I wonder what there's some kind of diverter there.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
It's some kind of diverter.
Anyway, it's interesting the number of places I've seen that are built on a hill like this, where they have massive poles going up from the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Believe this is the same place. Big Leaf. Yep, this is the same place.
This is a nice room, though. I mean, it's got a rabbit cage in the corner, but like
this is the nicest part of the whole cabin.
I wonder how it feels in February, though.
David, I think you can join us by now, bud.
What time are we at? Yeah, you can come on.
Yeah, we'll let you in now, David.
We'll let you in. Did you send him a link?
I did.
Okay. Like I wonder what the temperature in this room would be in February, though.
Not great. It looks like the floor is open.
Yeah, right. Like it looks. Although I love the ledge around where the windows are, so that you can just sort of stand at any point, stare out with like your morning coffees just sitting there next to you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, that's a really good idea. You could, even if it was a really cold day, you could take your buddy heater out there, your propane heater out there, just turn it on, and just sit there. And
I wonder if it's like a summer to early winter only room. Like if they don't use it in the coldest parts of the year.
Yeah, maybe not.
Destiny says, "Ooh, I like that, but just give me a sec to show what Destiny says." Yes, to the outside room, but the person in the burrito hammock looks like they're being tortured. I hope they're okay. Can't
The
move.
burrito hammock.
Trapped.
Little hope.
Send
Little
help.
hope.
But
Burrito hammock.
like again, the room is great, and I mean the hammock I don't really mind, but all the furniture is like dime
Except,
store.
well, I don't mind it out here. I mean, this doesn't look too bad, but except for
Well,
this table over here, and
I was gonna say the round table with those chairs looks fine, but like look at that. You know that you've got a camp chair there. What looks like there's something they ripped out of a 1970s Chevrolet right behind it, right? The leatherette thing. That table that obviously the veneer on the top has come off. They got a rabbit cage, or maybe it's a ferret cage. Then they got that other scrappy table with like that IKEA children's chair. Okay, so they've got kids.
Geez, just tell us what you really think.
I'm just saying. I'm just
right.
being honest.
Anyway, this is the only picture I have of this building.
Oh, but I love that.
Do you?
Oh, I love that. Absolutely. It that talks to the other side of sort of the cabin thing that I like. I very briefly worked for a decor magazine called Chocolat, which no longer exists. It died around the same time. Well, all the Rogers magazines got sold or closed at the same time.
Mhm.
And like for a really modern cabin, I love these designs where the whole freaking wall folds away in the summer or the late spring or early fall, where there's windows everywhere. Not great for insulation for sure. I get it, but I love that kind of like the whole inside is bright and daylighty, which is a stupid word. Windows everywhere.
Right.
I love designs where there are these supporting beams stretching across like thin air like that. I think that is a huge stretch of wood that you have to dust, but I mean, just in terms of the look and feel, does this hit the same spot as my adoration of like the traditional log cabin? No, absolutely not. But I could sell something like this to my family a lot better than I could a Sean James style log cabin, right? I see that it's got a shelf in the kitchen again. Lots of dust.
All the shelves in the kitchen are wide open.
Oh yeah, even the ones under the counter. That looks like an IKEA interior, though. I think I would have done something different in there.
I definitely would have done something different.
Christy would like to see where the stairs go to. Is there a creek? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there's a creek.
We'll never know. It's the only picture I have.
Like right here, these front stairs, they probably just go to the car park or the driveway, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, like, look, you got a hill going down, you got a hill going up. There's got to be a creek around here somewhere.
Use your imagination, Christy.
Use that imagination.
Yeah. It goes to a creek where there's lots of fish that you can just reach down and pick up.
Destiny's really she's hanging on that hammock. 50 Shades of hammocking at the cabin. Not judging, just saying. Then Country Boy pops in with, we all have our kinks, Destiny.
You go, girl.
Yeah, just woo.
All right, so I'm not sure I have any other pictures of this one either. What the heck are they doing in the ground there?
Oh, yeah, that's those things you sort of drill into the ground so you don't have to pour the concrete piers.
Huh. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. So they've got like some kind of a cell receiver on the corner, or maybe that's satellite TV or something, right? No, it wouldn't be satellite TV, but some kind of antenna there.
Starlink, maybe?
Maybe. It's got some kind of little vents on the sidewall above those windows.
Yeah. This is the only picture I have of this one as well. So
I love the screened in porch. Love that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it looks okay. I think it looks nice.
Yeah.
Part of me loves these designs that just have like one huge slope. Part of me doesn't.
Yep.
Again,
The
part of me
roof.
loves the traditional log cabin look, but part of me really likes these sort of modern touches.
Yeah. So, as long as it's simple, in my opinion, like
Yeah.
we don't want no weird gables and
Yeah.
peaks and shit. Just keep it simple.
Keep it simple, sweetheart.
So this is part of a series of pictures, I'm pretty sure.
So I see an electric heater at the very end, all the way at the end.
Down there?
Isn't that a heater?
I don't know what that is.
That looks like a heater to me.
Yep. I don't know, there's a laundry basket right there. I guess that's part of the upstairs. But part of the problem here is they've got this beautiful wood stove with a great big glass door on it, but
there's nothing sitting in front of it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could sit there and you're eating a meal or something, or breakfast or whatever, but it's not really a dining table. But otherwise, you can't sit there for an evening watching the fire.
No, you can't. That's weird. That's a weird choice. Also, again, those stairs are very nautical, but I would still be afraid of pitching face first down them.
Yeah, coming down. Going up, not so bad. Coming down, that's a real problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second.
I think you're coming down those stairs backwards.
Country Boy says they're called screw piles. That's those things you were asking about.
Right. So are they just buried in the ground like 4 feet deep and
past the frost line? Yeah.
Okay.
Backcountry says that for that last cabin, there's a video. Now, does he mean the one right before this or the one right before that one? I'm just going to look at it.
So this is, we'll call this alpha.
Okay.
And this beta.
Okay. So backcountry, are you talking about beta here? Or are you talking about
gamma?
Theta, gamma.
Gamma.
50 Shades of Hammock.
Alpha.
Yeah. Beta. He says beta. There's a video on beta? Backcountry, can somebody drop the link for that video in the side chat, please?
Only a moderator can do it.
Only a moderator can. No, Backcountry can if he puts a space before the .com. Like anything that disguises the URL.
Anyway, we're
or if he just says what it's called and what it's on YouTube.
Is this the same place?
Go back. Maybe
Cozy Cabin Country.
No.
Cabin. I'm not sure if this is the same one.
So I see solar panels on the hillside. I see an outdoor shower, but that's not where I was going.
Okay, let's talk about outside showers for a second. Yes or no?
This one's heated, so why not?
The water is heated.
Yeah. Probably be a little cold when you get out, though.
I tell you what, there are many times of the year when outdoor showers suck.
Yeah.
Summertime, not so bad generally, but
like wintertime. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't really.
Wintertime, of course. Springtime is iffy. Fall is iffy. But I mean, if that's your only option, it's gonna suck.
Well, this place may be somewhere southern, right? This place may be somewhere southern, where it's hot all year.
So it could be in like Nevada, where Christie is.
Do they have that many coniferous trees in Nevada?
I don't know. I think this is this is a new place. So I mean, this shit. Anyway, okay.
There's a lot I don't like about this place, but there's a lot that I like. I think it's got a really nice, cozy je ne sais quoi, but I'm just not sure what it is. But like, I'm with you that you can't have a counter right across from your wood burning stove. You need to have a couch right across from your wood burning stove.
Yeah.
I love the nautical character of the stairs. I would freaking hate to go down them, especially because like they've got these really wide treads, but it looks like they're almost like just on top of each other.
It does, and I know from experience that like when I come down my stairs, I got to put my feet sideways because there isn't enough stair there to step on.
Mm-hmm.
Like just your heel would hit it, and it's very awkward. Coming up is not so bad.
I
But
feel that
these,
this is a ladder. I feel this is a ladder that you have to turn around and come down bass backwards.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm
they probably
thinking
built it as stairs, but have to use it as a ladder.
Yeah,
because they were dumb.
I think you're right for once.
I think I'm right for twice.
Okay, so let's. Okay, we're into the Firefly cabin.
Yeah. Firefly. Terrific TV show.
Not the TV show.
That was a great show, though.
It was. I remember getting into Firefly and thinking, this show is fantastic. I need to see how many seasons there are.
Yeah. And then, what do you mean there's not even a full season?
There's like one season. That's it. Okay, this is the Firefly place. I like the windows.
I'm not sure if I like the corrugated aluminum on the inside walls.
Well, I think that's just the kitchen thing.
Well, the kitchen thing and the bedroom right next to it.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it is. That's weird.
This house looks kind of Soviet.
And the wood framing on everything. It looks like they put 2x4s around them.
Look, Olga, I made cabin. I found aluminum. I find some wood. I find windows. That's it. I built trapdoor above kitchen. Trapdoor.
So where's the ladder?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Pretty like bull. But strong like bull, pretty like tractor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
And they got water jug.
They got like Scandinavian style chairs around there. The thing is, look, it's got a little sign on the table. So is this another rental place?
Oh yeah. All these ones where I have welcome to Firefly.
No, I would not rent Firefly.
All these ones where I have multiple pictures, almost all of them are Airbnbs or shit like that, because that's the only way I could find multiple pictures of the place.
Look, very classy. I put window. No, I put mirror next to bed. And then what is that on the other wall? That's like another mirror over 3 little hooks? Or is that like a little picture frame with nothing in it over 3 little hooks? Like on the wall next to the bed above the built-in... No.
That's definitely a mirror.
This wall. This wall. Look. What is going on there?
This is a reflection of your self-worth. It's drywall.
This reflection of my inner soul. It is completely a mess. It looks terrible. I just, like it looks like everything in here is recycled. Or reclaimed, I guess.
The chairs definitely suck. Look at that. Like, that was awful.
They found windows at what's that place called? Habitat for Humanity?
Mm-hmm.
It's like this is like this is like an example of what happens when you buy all of your supplies at Habitat for Humanity. But the windows don't match. Who cares? They were like $12.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, so Christy says, yes, that is a propane heater in case you have to leave. You can set it to low temp so your cabin doesn't freeze. Talking about that little heater I think I saw at the end of the picture. Backcountry said beta.
Yeah.
He said YouTube, the land, camp vibes, and building a DIY cabin from the ground up. I'm going to take note of that, and I will try to watch it. And since I do not work tomorrow, I can maybe actually watch something I want to watch. The land, camp vibes.
So this is the same kitchen.
Oh my
God. That's
Nope.
They only did one thing right here.
What?
Well, actually the countertop looks nice.
Oh, who cares?
Whatever it is, marble or I don't know, it's something. But they only did one thing right, like a good set of windows, right there.
Okay.
Everything else is wrong. The metal, the lack of cupboards,
the support for the shelves, it's making my head spin. It's like
they use 4x4s as support for the shelves. Yeah.
like I want to at least like the wall on the left with the really crappy painting on it, but I can't because the whole package here is so
Why did
bad.
they use I don't even know what kind of walling that is. It's like they just slapped boards on there and said, yeah, this would look good on the other section of the kitchen across from the metal.
Look, I got all these extra 8x1s. What do I do with them?
Oh yeah, exactly. And well, hey, here's a wall.
I do like. I agree with you about the windows, though. I love that kind of windowage. You know, like takes up a whole wall. Love that.
Yeah.
But oh my god, everything here is just atrocious.
Yeah, is Sean Alaska still here?
I don't know.
Because I have notes.
Christy says, "Stupid place for solar." Where was the solar?
It was in a stupid place.
Oh, Country Boy says that outdoor showers are fine south of the equator. Yeah, but maybe not in like southern New Zealand. Destiny got an ad. Mark got an ad. Christy got an ad. Backcountry says Firefly was the best bloody show. I agree. It hurt me when that disappeared. Mark gave it yet. I think he doesn't want that house either. Cliff said that ladder might be on the wall inside the kitchen. Yeah. But now that we're looking at it, I don't think it was really a trapdoor. I think I was just being a bitch. I don't mean bitch in a pejorative sense, of course. I mean being bitchy. I mean, I you got to give me a break. I did spend 10 years working at a fashion magazine.
Working at a fashion magazine?
Yeah.
Working for a fashion magazine?
Well, I mean, I was in the offices. Excuse me. Foxit is asking if we can zoom into the hatch-looking thing on the top floor. He wants us to go back to oh my land, there's a garden gnome in the corner of the kitchen. This gets worse every time I look at it. And they got their cutlery just sort of lying out there on the counter. It's nice to see they've seen the softer side of IKEA.
And not get lost for 2 days.
God. Yeah, so we'll go back to that picture and take a look at the hatch-looking thing at the top, on the top floor.
All right, I'm coming.
Wipe that up.
Of all the things I thought you'd say at that point. All right, there's a rope on it. You pull the rope, and something happens. And I don't know. There's beams in there and shit.
And look at that totally 70s looking chair right across from that weird hatch thing.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That chair makes me think of disco. I don't know what the hell's going on. And look at how the the windows up there, they don't end, like they don't go to the same, like they're off kilter from each other. Oh, the ones on the ground floor are too. Okay. At least they're consistent.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they're not in the line. Yeah.
So what is that?
It's gotta be stairs, but I don't.
Be me. Yeah, but where do they go?
Like they pull the thing, They
Yeah.
pull the dong here.
Okay.
The lid opens,
Yeah.
and
It's like a portal to another dimension.
I don't know.
A dimension where the houses don't suck.
Maybe there's like stairs, like hook-on stairs that are just not in the picture. Or you?
It's weird. It's really weird.
Is there?
Because like
Is that?
there's
Is that? Is that? Are those ladder things there? See, right on the edge of the screen.
maybe. Wait, go back to the other window to the other picture. Because that's right there. No, that's the dong thing. I don't
Yeah,
believe
but
I called it a dong now. God, Russell.
okay. See this board here?
Yeah.
It does not need to be there, right? That's the ladder right there.
You think that's the ladder?
Yeah. Yep. That's a ladder. That's
All
how you
right.
climb up there.
This house hurts my eyes.
That's the kids. That's the kids' room up there. And I'll tell you what. Okay,
I
I'll tell you what.
what.
Destiny and anybody else who's going to build a cabin one day, bed on the ground floor. Case closed. Docket is done. No more prayers. That's it. Bedroom on the a bed on the main floor.
Good to know.
Die in peace. And this is like we catch cats under here.
It's like we're sending food up to the kids, right? We don't let the we open that hatch just to let them look down to where the rest of us are, but there's no ladder, so we just throw them up there and send food up.
Oh, that's like send the cat up.
Yeah. Destiny says, I wish I could bottle the it factor some people have with regards to creating a beautiful aesthetic. Like Christie's camper, cozy, fashionable, Russ's cabin, no fancy furniture stuff yet pleasing.
Where's David?
I think everyone has a sense of style. It's just not everyone's sense of style. He's said, trying to extricate himself from the really stupid place he was about to go. I was going to say everyone's got a sense of style, but for some people that sense of style creates this. There's no it factor to this place, that's for sure.
I can see this as a do-it-yourself. Somebody out in the wilderness is like, I'm going to build a cabin. I don't know how to do it properly. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. So this is what I'm going to do. But this is a bed and breakfast. So whatever. Where's David? Sense. David, join us. I sent him the link.
Yeah. Maybe he fell asleep. Okay. It's God, it doesn't get better. Although I like that old box in the corner. But it doesn't get better. It doesn't. Isn't that like engineered wood flooring?
Man, I don't know. I just know we gotta move on.
Yeah, I'm running out of. Oh my God. By the gods.
Don't think about it. I mean, don't think about more aluminum over there. Okay, we're moving on.
It's like,
okay.
No,
this is the same place.
And
this is the same place.
It's got a little like electric heater instead. Oh, God.
Look at that. Oh, yeah. What? So this is a fireplace.
No, what happens is they bought the fireplace surround from Habitat from frickin' Humanity, but they could not afford fireplace because Soviet income not good enough.
Hey, we should sit on the couch and enjoy the electric
glow from our.
I guess that's probably propane. So
oh, it hurts. It hurts.
And look at this entire space just hurts my eyeballs. Like,
you know what the thing is? The thing that bugs me about a place like this. Well, there is no other place like this, but the thing that bugs me about this place is that I don't see anything relaxing in it. And to me, a cabin is a place you go to relax. And there's nothing. The thing is, this interior, like, it awakens my inner bitch, but it's because I find it stressful. I find this interior stressful. Like, if I was sitting in that place, I would have nowhere to feel comfortable.
That couch is the only supposedly comfortable place.
But I mean, I'm surrounded by, like, I've got this like Soviet blue wall behind me. I've got aluminum in one corner. I've got like this huge expanse of drywall.
Look
I've
at
got
this little
like
picture.
tiny little picture, tiny little sun mirror,
We need
fake
something on that.
fireplace.
We need something on that wall. I've got the perfect thing.
Yeah,
What?
I made a painting in art class. And then you've got these windows, like, look, you can open, those are sliding windows. Like, I ain't kidding when I said they bought their windows at Habitat for Humanity. Like, they just got whatever they could find when they were building their house, their
You need a
cabin.
ladder to open that one.
Yeah.
This just everything about this just destroys me.
It just hurts me. And like where the door is placed, that frame, the door frame, that sort of DIY door frame, is right up against the wall. Like, boom.
Well, yeah, and you're right. You can tell it's a DIY. Look at the framing; it's just cut square. It's not
Everything about this is just killing me. And what are those blue things on top of? Oh, those are lights. Those are little emergency lights.
Oh, these ones.
Yeah, those little green things next to the cheapo tourist brass. Oh my god. You really got to have balls of steel to Airbnb this place. You got to be like, hey, I got a unique freaking place. You want to come somewhere and feel your psyche ripped out of your freaking body and thrown on the ground? Is that what you're looking for?
I don't even know what this wall is. Like,
what it is ugly as shit.
Other than ugly, like what?
Is that like a? It's just.
I don't know what that is.
Boards.
So they put this thing up there and said, "Yeah, we need something to dress up this wall because it's like 20 feet of nothing."
But greed.
All right, we need
to put this place. We need to burn this place down. Is what we need to do.
Oh no,
dear Mounties! I'm kidding.
Oh, there's the ladder.
Oh, you're right. It is a ladder.
Why would they have a trap door?
My question as well.
Oh, because kids are up there and they could fall through. Okay, I get it.
Fair enough. They could bounce off that 70s chair right through that trap door.
That makes sense.
So they've got boys.
They need like an Xbox up there or something. There's two beds in a
cabin.
There's 2 beds in a chair.
Oh, it hurts.
It really hurts. And then drywall again, and then what the hell? Okay, here's a new one.
Wow.
Treehouse.
Yep. This looks like something out of Mist.
You're really aging yourself there.
I know. But Mist was a seminal game for me.
Okay, here's a up from the above view. I guess those are solar panels.
Yeah.
Small ones, Canadian Tire ones. Look at those. Look how dirty those skylights are.
Look how dirty that everything is. Well, I don't know if I like this.
Okay. Well, hold your breath because here's a picture from inside. Okay, guys, how do you feel about a great big window right beside your bed?
I think that's beautiful. I would probably hate it at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning when the sun comes cruising in, but it might be on the other side of the house.
With no curtains.
So obviously,
you're
no neighbors.
You're taking advantage of the bounciness of the bed one night, and you look out and there's some guy just standing there looking at you.
A Girl Scout troop hiking past.
I'd at least need something there, a curtain or something.
I don't know. I mean, if it's on your land, like you've got 180 acres, and it's not hunting season, and no one's got like a right of way, then I wouldn't really worry about that so much. But I do think that where the morning sun comes into the cabin would be a factor for me, though. Oh, hold on a second.
Absolutely.
Destiny says that some people have the knack, no matter the working elements. Yeah, no, you're right. What Country Boy said, that looks like a Siberian hunt camp with flair. Talking about the previous cabin. I like it.
This thing?
Yeah, one.
Bleh.
Yes.
All right, so we're okay. So kitchen, same
Okay.
place. This is
Barrel.
the kitchen. Uh, well,
So they've got a power station in the corner.
yeah, small one.
Well, they're small panels too, right? So I think that they probably have no. They might not have a TV or anything like that. They're probably just powering like LEDs, maybe a little heater, because that's a gas stove, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they don't need like big ass. I love
Jug of
their
water.
concept for the sink, right? The barrel with the little hand sink, and then a big pot of water with just a little twisty. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to live with that, but I think it's an ingenious solution for like they're obviously not on the grid at all.
All right.
I would hate to do dishes in that sink though.
Yeah. Anytime you're hauling in water and doing dishes with the water, I mean, I know firsthand that it
Yeah.
sucks. But I'm looking at the jug and where the water bowl is, and they're going to get a lot of splashing there, unfortunately.
Yeah, very likely. Sure.
But otherwise, a quaint little kitchen.
Yeah. And I do love the idea of standing there and making tea and just being surrounded by windows.
Yeah, they did right on the windows. Are those
And they all open.
they look frozen
They look like ice to me.
Yeah.
Look out the window for a sec. Look out the window. Yeah, look, there's snow outside. So they probably just brought in their water.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have catchment.
Yeah, maybe.
I also wonder what that is coming off the ceiling on the right side. Looks like a little pulley. Yeah.
I have stuff like that over my wood stove to dry out clothes, but this looks like something else. I don't know.
Right.
This should be. Yep, this is the same place. I'm not sure what's going on in this room.
I don't like the paint on the closet door. X marks the what?
It is a bit weird. I do like the clear or semi-clear roof
It's
thingies.
partially corrugated, and then it's got those big skylights. It doesn't look very insulated though. It looks almost like open to the elements on the ends of that.
Does
roof.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look like there's any insulation
at all. Okay, I know what it is I don't like about this place. I don't like that all the wood paneling is on an angle. Because if you look at it from the outside, it just looks like a crazy house, like a Disney house, right? Like a Disney sorcerer's house because of all the slanted, right? Like,
yeah,
that's what I don't like about it. The fact that it's twisted it also is weird to me, but I love the idea of a tree house.
Yeah. Just you can see right here, and these right here, the light is coming up from underneath. This place is wide open. But
you're gonna get mosquitoes right up your arse.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just gonna see if anyone's talking.
This is the same place. What do you think of a bedroom like this?
I love the idea of being surrounded by windows, but what I was saying about the sun coming in, and maybe it doesn't matter because of what side of the house the bedroom's on. That what I said there no longer counts. Right? Also, claustrophobic as hell.
It's smaller than a queen size bed. That looks maybe like a twin.
I would be unable to. No, I would be crawling the walls by halfway through the night because I'm claustrophobic, and that would really freak me out.
Yeah.
On a cloudy day, I think that would be glorious, right? Or a misty day or a rainy day. One side you're looking at, there's rain falling, it's gorgeous. The other side you're looking at, it's rain out, it's gorgeous. Except that you're also looking at your kind of weird mist house with all the slanty wood. but I think, summer sun suddenly is like 30 degrees in there.
Yeah.
And you've got
Yeah.
corrugated metal roofing. Maybe like a sauna in there. Hold on a second. Hold on. First of all, Destiny says that some people excel at crap even with great furniture designs. But look at this comment. Mark says, hey, that cabin is near me in Kentucky. That's a local soft drink on the left wall. Go back.
How far?
We're going to look for a soft drink on the wall on the left.
See soap.
Yeah. So maybe he's talking about the previous one. Oh, there.
One? Ale8 or something?
Are you talking about the one with the Ale8 in the kitchen, Mark? Oh, geez, I hope we didn't just insult Mark's state or something. Christy says, is that an elf on the shelf or a gnome? It's a gnome. I love it. We're all here. Yes, Siberian hunting cabin. And he's like, no, actually, that's in Kentucky, fools. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I could write down where these places are, but I didn't.
Yeah, I don't even like that. I mean, I understand why they did that, but I don't even like that.
I don't either. It's weird, but whatever.
Destiny says a lot of the new houses around our area look great from the outside and depressing on the inside, and the price tag is very high. Yeah, house prices are getting stupid. This looks kind of nice.
This is a new one. Also probably have a dog based on the railings.
Yep. Or a child.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Back country's out. Good night, Tripper.
Good
See
night,
you next
Tripper.
week. No, it's next week Christmas.
You're not here next week.
I'm not here next week. No. Yeah, Fox says there's got to be a way up to the second floor somehow of that twisty weird house. I was wondering about that myself. Actually, I was like, how the hell? Oh wait, wasn't there a picture of getting up to the second floor of the twisty treehouse?
Do I need to back up?
No.
I just assumed there was.
Yeah.
I mean, yep.
No, he doesn't see a ladder, but I mean, I don't think that.
So this is this place. Again on a hill.
Yep.
Again, I hate the shelving situation.
Again, corrugated metal.
Yeah, that's so freaking weird. Like, why would you do that? I mean, other than no, it's weird.
That corrugated metal behind the shelving with the stuff that looks like a New York City loft kind of thing. You know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I love
New York City.
Nice. Like those lofts built in the old industrial places.
It's weird, eh? There's like a hand pump here.
Yeah, which I love the aesthetic of, but there's too much going on there. Like the stone slabs for the counter, and the stone sink.
Yeah, that's some weirdness.
And the comforter from like 1974.
Oh, but what do I like about this? Can anybody answer? Destiny, maybe? This design?
The branch creates a railing for the stairs that will otherwise pitch you on your arse.
Actually, that's pretty cool, but that's not the thing that I like about this.
You like the high contrast wood?
No. Oh, look at that railing, eh? Like what the fuck? What is that?
Looks like a torture device along the wall. And those bike hooks all along the I guess that's for drawing your, I don't know, snowshoes or something. Yeah, I don't like that counter treatment at all.
It's interesting and weird at the same time.
Hey, Dad just rolled a boulder home. Uncle, go get your stone saw. We're gonna do something with it.
I don't get if the pump is the hand pump is actually needed, or
if it's functional, part of me really likes that, just because I like that kind of old crap. But there is a certain something to be said for just turning on running water.
Well, given the fact that there's 2 water jugs there, I don't think it's doing anything.
I don't think so either.
And Destiny is correct. Bed on ground level.
Yeah.
Although it is a small bed, again, like.
And that comforter gives me Smokey and the Bandit vibes, man.
Oh. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, you come home, you're wearing bell bottoms if you got a comforter like that. You're like full on Farrah Fawcett hair. You know, drinking beer out of a stubby. I don't know. Did they drink from stubbies in the States, or was that a Canadian thing?
I don't know.
I miss stubbies.
This is the same place, obviously.
Are those fans? Like Makita fans?
Yeah, they're getting blown by fans.
Yeah, okay. That's a better counter. It looks like it's a counter built on an old workbench. I mean, it's not, but it looks like a counter built on a workbench.
Well, it's... Yep. Wood things. Absolutely. The same place. Oh, wow. That's a terrible couch.
Terrible couch. Little stone accent wall. It's kind of nice, but it should be going into a chimney. You know?
Yep. Same place again. Don't know why they stripped the bed. Yeah.
It's because they're between... and they've cleaned up all the games on that shelf. Finally. So this is between visitors, I guess.
Oh, this is also the same place, and I love this picture.
Is that the shower?
That's the shower, yeah. I don't know how they get the water into the bucket. I guess the rope lowers it, and they pour the water in, and then they hoist it back up again.
That's got to be it.
And the ropes. Look at that. They spent a lot of time like hooking up the ropes. I mean, look at it. It's
Can you imagine how long it took them to get those ropes like the same size, the same length? I'm just imagining that poor rat bastard, like it's 4 a.m. and he's just like, just work, okay, one more time, and he gets it off by like a ½ inch again, and he's like, Well,
even if the bucket was, you could tilt the bucket one way or another because there's nothing stopping it from tilting. I don't know. Those camp showers on Amazon are like $40.
Yeah.
The bucket goes on the floor. I don't know. And I don't get what the shower backing is here. They've got some stone, and what the hell is black stuff?
It's probably like black stuff. It's probably
it's probably black stuff.
What's that black stone called? Again, it's like, we got all this great stone from the building supply store, the secondhand place, whatever that place is called. Country Boy says chaos is a style. Yes, I think it's a style because I'm a freaking mess. My wife thinks that chaos is not a style because she's OCD. Wait. So that is a floor hatch, and you need a ladder to get to the second floor. I think they're still talking about that other place. Honeybee. God, which space is everyone talking about? Because I just noticed
you're that's way back. They're talking about that great big room with the nothing in it.
Yeah.
Jesus, keep up, Jess. David, no, you're supposed to join us. David, join us.
We do a traditional Polish Christmas Eve next Tuesday, so I am out. It's okay, I'm out as well. We're both out.
David, Christy, why are you celebrating Polish stuff?
Ba-dam-bow. Is that a message from David?
Ba-dum-bum. Come on, David. I don't know.
Foxer says, unclip the carabiner from... Yeah, but like,
Oh,
with what what a portable, like a camp shower costs a Canadian Tire? You don't need to build
David.
something like this.
David, try again. Apparently, he was in the green room. You didn't see him.
I didn't see a thing.
David, join again, please. We're supposed to talk tonight.
Are we?
Anyway, yes, you could disconnect the carabiner, and I don't know, but so dumb.
It just seems like a lot of work to replace like a $50 camp um, shower, you know?
So this is I included this picture because I just like the, being able to sit and enjoy the forest
Yeah, I do as well.
and have all this stuff around you.
I would, however, spend more than $10 each on my chaise longues.
Yeah, okay. This is the same place, outdoor outhouse or indoor outhouse, but not in the house. Okay, outhouses, people. Yes or no?
Better than crapping in a pile in the forest. Outhouses are okay. Like the camp, the hunt camp that we used to go to had an outhouse, but they put like okay. So obviously, they cut a hole in a wooden plank, but then they put a styrofoam like insulation that they cut so that no matter how cold it was outside, you didn't sit on cold wood.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
This is the same place.
It looks better from the outside.
Yeah, nice wraparound deck. This is also the same place.
Yeah.
I like that how the trees are right around the cabin.
Yeah, me too. I love that. I'm keeping an eye on the green room to see if he pops back in. That's a lot of solar.
Yeah, two things about this, and I only have this one picture of this place. I don't have any other pictures. So two things is the green roof, which I don't trust at all. All right. Do you have any feelings about a green roof?
There's a crap ton of them in Europe. I mean, so obviously they've worked it out. They've got it to work. I love the idea of a green roof, but I don't know if I'd be brave enough to try it myself. Like, there's got to be like special techniques to building a green roof, right?
Yeah.
But I do love the idea. It's very energy efficient, you know.
Yeah, like Sean James did one on his previous property, and I really doubt that it actually worked. Like I watched Dick Prenicky do it on his roof on his cabin, way up there.
Yeah.
And it seemed to make sense the way he was doing it, but watching Sean James just kind of throw the green stuff up there, I'm like, I don't think you're doing it right, Sean.
Yeah, no, I think there's a certain amount of planning that needs to go into it, and there's got to be special building techniques, right? Because you need a membrane and a half.
Well, and he has experience actually doing green roofs, so I was kind of surprised. But back when I actually met him, I was like, "Metal roof, Sean." I told him, and he's gone metal ever since then. But anyway, yeah, the solar panels are interesting because, well, these 4 would have to be 1 string to a charge control, and the 3 uprights would have to be on another charge controller. But
wait, why is that?
Because generally the charge controller has an MPPT. It maximizes power. I have had too many drinks to try and explain it, but Anyway, the straight up and down ones, I can't unless there's a place that's really off far north. Can you tell? Is it all evergreens around there?
No, it's not at all.
I don't know those.
So it's not in the magical boreal, that's for sure.
Okay, new place.
This place looks like it's like in the Okanagan or like in semi-arid parts of like Arizona or something. Well, the whole bloody state's probably semi-arid, but
same place.
mm-hmm.
Same place. Again, you've got there's some kind of running water going on there. I'm not sure what it is, but you've just got the cooktop for cooking.
Yeah. So you're not making a turkey.
No. Yeah, there's no oven there.
Propane stove built into the wall. Propane fridge.
And one of the things I don't like about this place is whatever they use for walling here, it just looks like plywood.
It is just plywood. That's the problem.
Just cheap plywood.
Christy says Pinal County looking for sure.
Yeah, I don't. And then the water is this.
Yeah.
Thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And cheap cupboards, like really cheap cupboards.
Yeah.
But the wall is what I hate most of all. Same place.
Same wall.
Same wall. And they're done in weird sections. It's almost like, okay, we're going to put this everywhere, but let's kind of put these pieces on top of it. These, trying to break it up with some kind of framing.
This texture. Wow.
Oh, this is a new place.
Wow. That's somebody with money.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the monies.
Yeah, that brick architecture at the bottom. I mean, that's not simple stuff.
Nope.
Although it's weird that they do brick at the bottom and then these great big, huge. Those might be 8x8 beams, which are stupidly expensive.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Just give me a second here, okay?
Yeah, me too. Wait, we can't both. All right. Yeah, I can't hear you. There's another picture. Oh yeah, same place. I think that's the same place. Jesus. Yeah, same place. Winter shot and non-winter shot. Overhead shot. Yeah, they're kind of in the middle of nowhere too. Inside, this is the same place. I like this kitchen area. I don't like this framing around the whatever that is. Lots of windows, which is good. The lighting is interesting. They look like shop lights, but they're surrounded by wood. Also the same place. Yep. Good looking stairs.
Sorry, I just I had to hit my Duolingo before the end of the day because I hadn't touched it yet, and I realized we were getting pretty close. What I like about this, I hate the lighting, but I love the interplay between the white and the wood.
Oh yeah, you would, of course.
Kind of not a big fan of where the frame of that window next to the stairs kind of jabs into the frame of the stairs, like along the wall. But and there's some weirdness around those kitchen cabinets, like the framing of the kitchen cabinets. I would absolutely change the ceiling lighting for sure. Oh, I think Mark's out. Hold on. Yeah, Mark says, shutting down. Good night, all. All right, good night, Mark. Country Boy says, that's very nice, but a shite load of stairs. I guess he's talking about the multi-floor place, which I think we're still looking at.
Yeah.
Kristen says it looks comfy in there. I think the lighting ruins that, but the decor itself, like I could see just kicking back on that couch, reading a book, or like sitting at that counter with a cup of coffee or something, or in my case, tea. But you know what I'm saying, right? Oh, yeah. Look at all those windows.
A lot of good windows, and look how the couch faces the wood stove.
Yeah, but look, they've decommissioned the wood stove. Look, there's a hole in the wall where the pipe used to go out. Look up top. Look up. Look way up.
Or maybe they haven't installed it yet.
Oh, maybe not. Okay. No. Look at the floors. They got internal heating. They got an internal furnace. Look, they got the vents. So they closed up the.
I still say they're just installing the wood stove. Come on, let's be glass half full, okay?
I choose to. In that case, let me make my glass half full.
All right, I'll allow it. What's here on the couch? Think they're cleaning products?
Yeah. What the hell?
I can't say much for the floor in the kitchen.
I mean, easy to clean.
Yes, but it looks like that comes in a roll of 4 feet by 12 feet. Can you just glue it down?
Because if it's actual, I can tell you from experience, if you have actual tile in your kitchen, don't drop a Guinness glass.
Yes. Well, don't do that anyway, no matter what your floor is, please.
No, but like if you got like that thick lino that like the money set is buying now, that's kind of cushiony, you're okay. But I mean, we've got stone tile. Everything shatters. Everything.
Yeah.
Christy wants me to turn the lights out and turn on my camping lights, but then I have to go and get them first. Grace says, can we get rid of the blue? I don't know if that blue is real. Go back.
Blue?
I don't think the blue is real. I think it's a trick of the light. I think it's just the way the light is.
What are we talking about here? What blue?
Yeah, because if you look at it now, there's no blue on that floor. It's just the way the light is coming in.
Oh yeah, this is the same floor, right? Right here.
And under those windows, it looks like stairs going down to the floor below.
I kind of like the layout of the kitchen here, even though it's not that big.
It just looks a little confusing. It just looks a little confusing.
What, the kitchen?
Yeah. I mean, visually. Like, crowded. Man, I really don't like those lights.
Those lights are crazy, aren't they?
It's like, I got this idea. Let's put a light there, and we'll put a light there. Oh, and we'll put 2 over there, and there's another one doing.
It was a sale, 20 lights for $10. So we're just gonna start installing.
We're just gonna put strips everywhere
until we run out of lights.
Or you know what it looks like? It looks like, okay, there's a dark spot here. Put up two small lights. Okay, there's a dark spot there. Put up 2 lights.
It's kind of like me. It's like, I still see a shadow. Okay.
Pop.
Oh no, I still see a shadow. Fuck.
Pop.
Okay. All right, this is it's still the same place.
Oh no, it's got those nipple ceiling lights.
Yeah, you can masturbate to that, but no, to see the beams coming up, those are huge.
Yeah,
that can't be real beams, are they?
No, I'm
Oh,
sure
they're
those are in CLOTE.
not.
Yeah, there's no way. This
Oh,
would
yeah,
be $1 bazillion if those had been real.
they're probably metal poles and they've been
Mhm.
encased. Oh, yeah, you can see it. That's a
Yep.
shame. Gosh darn. Those otherwise they'd be like 10 by 10 poles.
Yeah,
And
which would be
yeah, they would
amazing.
be. Now this this beam coming along here, this might actually be real.
Might be. But I do love the cobweb on the lamp on the wall closest to us.
Yep, right here.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. Look at the ceiling here. Does that look like god awful?
Yeah. And especially with those cheap ass Renault Depot breast lights. I call them breast lights because that's what they look like.
Well, they
When we
do,
moved in here, they were all over the place, and we've just been replacing them because they're
and
garbage.
that's the whole ceiling and the lights looks really ugly.
Yeah, it's really cheap. It's like the cheapest part of it.
Jeez, I
Um,
I'm very disappointed. I have to write a letter now.
yeah, I think so too. I like the porch though. I could imagine sitting out there on the morning.
Well, they need some comfy chairs or like
They do need comfier chairs.
swings
Yeah.
or something like that. They've got
Yeah,
those
that
wooden chairs. Is anybody actually going to sit in that, or
no,
is
and
anybody going to
that
sit in the
bench, that's an IKEA. No, that's a Costco level bench, right?
like? Is anybody going to sit in the bench and not face the scenery?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Christy says,
oh,
if you're living there, you will
yeah.
always have your camp lights for sure. She also likes the porch. I do too. I think it's a nice porch, except for that ceiling. Like on a misty day. Is that the no, that's a different treehouse that's all twisty and twisty.
Yeah, it's a different one.
That one looks like it's like a year from falling in on itself.
I felt the same way until I saw the other pictures.
Hmm? Really?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oops, did I skip one here?
Is that the same place?
Hold on. Yeah, this is the same place.
What the hell? Ooh, I love the banister on those stairs.
Well, at least there is a banister. Yeah, the
Yep.
wood stove in the corner here.
I love that.
Although I'm not sure what's going on in the backdrop. That looks like it's. I don't see better days, but
Yeah.
I do like the wood stove. I do like the wood pile here. That's
Yeah,
actually
that's
really
really
cool.
cool. I kind of hate the cheapo chairs and table, but aside from that,
Oh yeah, you would never sit there.
no. No, I need something that's comfy. I mean, here's the thing though. There ain't a lot of room in that small room, right? Like, do
This
you
wood
really
stove.
have do you really have space to kick back on a couch in that little tiny place?
Well, you could have something better than that.
You know what I would do?
Oh, well, please tell me.
I would put one of those big honkin' beanbag chairs instead of that couch along the side with the chair with
Hmm.
the table. I would still want like a table of some sort to put my whiskey on, but a
Yeah,
big old beanbag chair and a good book in front of the fire. I'd be
yeah.
asleep. I'd be asleep. Half a page in, and I'd be asleep.
I don't like the wood stove. It's too small. It's
It's
too.
very small, but it's a small house, though.
I don't know. Look at see all the ash in front of it. There's something wrong with that wood stove.
Well, I think there's something wrong with the owner. Clean up your frickin'
Maybe.
and like the floor needs to be redone, right? Obviously, they've walked all the finish off in certain spots.
Well, I don't. It looks like tongue groove or something on the floor. It doesn't look like proper flooring.
Mm. Yet another house lets us down.
I don't know. Let's see what other pictures we have of this place. Yep. Okay. Same place.
There's a magic to certain elements of it. That kitchen looks positively nautical. You know what I'm saying? Like on sailboats, you've got this tiny little sink. You got like this.
Yeah.
I like the colors. Like I like the way the light works in this place. I think that door could have been better. I don't mind it, but I think it could have been better.
Different color, you mean?
I don't know. Even the color kind of works. I don't know. It's just. I think when I look at a real nice country place, I want to see an old style door rather than the kind that you pick up at like Home Depot.
Yeah.
But like those doors are like bespoke and expensive as hell, so why would anyone do that, right? But yeah, I like the light in here. It would drive me crazy to try to work in that kitchen though. Like, where's the oven?
There's no kitchen. There's no kitchen.
There's just a little hand washing station.
Yeah, pretty much.
So where do they cook food?
Oh, this is a different place. Good question.
I need to be able to cook food so I don't
I don't
die
know.
of
There's a
starvation.
kettle. There's a kettle.
Isn't that a coffee percolator?
So what is this thing back here?
It's like their sewing kit. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, there's no. That's it. You're dead because you can't.
Christy says, "Okay, I have to ask how many more because I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired too, Christy. But I'm hanging in for a little while longer."
I guess you use the wood stove to cook.
Christy just poured her last drink, a Woodford double oaked. That's an excellent choice.
Holy shit! Look at that! Look at the stove on this thing. It goes up 90 degree. Holy shit!
That's involved, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Fox
Okay, so this is. Fox says what?
He said
Nothing
that on that other
important.
place, those stairs are steep as fuck. Looks like a 14-inch gap between each step. Wow, the stairs on this one look like a Flintstone set.
Yeah, this place is really weird. It's called the Snowboarders Home or something.
Of course it is.
And
it's got kind of an Earthship look to it.
it's got stone cemented in.
Yeah.
The bed up top is. Let's talk about that for a second. When I originally designed this cabin, I thought, okay, I don't care what's up there. I will climb a ladder. I will crawl into bed. I don't need to be able to stand up there. I can just crawl into bed. And thankfully, at one point, I said, okay, no, wait. I want to be able to stand up straight upstairs. Crawling into bed upstairs, you might think it's fine, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this place is crazy.
Yeah.
Here's the entrance.
Wait, what's going on?
That's the entrance.
But like that snowdrift just sort of.
What do you want? This is the place. It's a hobbit hole.
Okay. Cozy little stove.
And he's built in the stove, and he's built in the oven somehow.
Okay.
I don't quite get it, but
nice view at the front. Whoa!
This is a new place.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's the same place. Shit.
Weird windows though. Like, what's going on with that? This place is cobbled together with. What the hell's going on?
It's cray.
It's cray.
Same place. There's the bed.
Look, I made some stained glass out of plastic and glue.
Let's be honest. No woman is going like reverse cowgirl on this in this bed. I mean, there's no height to the ceiling.
Wasn't really going there, but I guess I see your point. I'm like that little window with the crappy little star in it. I'm like,
it's Patrick Starfish. Let's be honest.
Destiny says nice view from his outdoor toilet. I didn't see that.
Outdoor toilet.
Yeah, go back.
Not that one. Not that one.
But where's the
Not
outdoor
that one.
toilet?
Not that one. And we're in a different place here.
Huh. Oh, well.
Oh, this one?
Well, maybe. Do you see an outdoor toilet?
Yeah, back here.
Oh, yeah. Good eye. Good eye, ladies.
Aye, ladies. Yeah, this seems like a sort of thing where, like, he wakes up in the morning, puts on his snow stuff, puts on his snowboard, and like drifts down to the nearest chairlift kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Stops by at
Like,
Starbucks.
like he lives on the hill.
Yeah.
This is a new place.
It is.
Yeah.
Something I'm picking up with all of these places. Well, not all of them, but the vast majority of them. You see how that square window? Okay. The bottom issue is more clear with this picture, but the top issue is more clear with the previous picture. You see how it just sort of juts right into the frame of the roof there? It's like, I think the vast majority of these places are home built, DIY, because like a professional architect would never allow that juncture between the top of the window frame and the roof to happen. Never. That can't happen.
Close. It's pretty close.
It's touching, man. It's touching. You can't do that.
Touching. It's so touching. I'm gonna cry. Okay. Well, sure.
Oh, I like that covered deck though. Oh wait, that's corrugated metal again. What's going on?
Oh, it's the roof.
The roof.
Okay, so
that's a nice touch, actually.
This is weird.
Yeah. But imagine lying on that, because it's open on the bottom, right? It's just a net.
It's like a hammock.
Yeah.
I guess it's a bit weird. Here's the kitchen.
It's like they've got like phosphorus lights or something. Step in there and you get blinded by the light.
Yeah, there's drywall, there's wood, there's whatever the hell this is on the left side. And then the water is.
Christy's out. Actually, I should be out soon because I do still have to get up to make lunches in the morning. What time are we at?
Oh, 12:05.
Okay, let's go to 12:10 and then shut her down. Man, how did you find all these places today?
Russell Magic.
Jeez.
Shit.
Jeez.
This is Sylvain. This is also Sylvain. So this is the same place. They also have the wonderful
gas
heater.
Yeah.
And cups that are gathering dust
Mm-hmm.
and everything else. Okay, so as far as kitchens go, fail.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I wonder if this is a selling point for Airbnbs. Like, look at this rustic, simple kitchen. You know, kind of like, you don't want a lot of fancy stuff. You just want to go in there with your whatever and do a little bit of cooking with what you brought.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like campfire cooking without the campfire.
Same place.
Happy owner. Look at this place that I built with my own two hands.
Yeah. Still the same place. I guess Those wires are to open the windows.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're for. I kind of like that, and I like this sort of contrasty wood walls. I like the fact that there's that bench along the edge, especially because it makes it feel so fucking dangerous.
Mm.
Like if you're someone who leans back while laughing and you're talking to someone on the bed, nice to know you.
Then you yell, "Catch me below!" And hopefully somebody catches you.
Yeah, looks like that big window opens up all the way though, which is nice.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, pitch yourself out to your death. Yeet out the window.
Oh yes.
Fire tower.
We're near
Nice.
the end. We're near the end, so we can. Yeah. So these two
Love
guys. This is Bill, and this is Prill. I don't know what their actual names are. That's what we call it. They modeled this place after a real watchtower, real watchtowers in the early 1900s. Yep, here it is. Watchtower on a big hill.
Yep.
Overlooking things.
Oof, I love that. Love that.
Another picture of the watchtower.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. It's a long way to carry groceries.
Truth, but I love it.
And
look at those shelves for books up along the top. Oh yeah.
Look at the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of windows, and then places for books and crap.
And somehow they've got power.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh yeah. Holy crap.
Oh yeah. This is what I keep saying. I want a fire tower.
Yeah.
Well, not for this, but for telescoping pictures.
Yep. Oh, I even love that kettle on the gas stove.
Yes. Tell me something you don't like about this picture.
I can't think of anything. Something I don't like. I can't think of anything.
There's an Apple shit on the table, but
it's got an iMac, but that's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah, it's Apple shit.
I think that maybe I would have a different gas lamp on the table, but I mean that's really searching for something.
Really? You're not happy with that gas lamp?
I mean,
it's not a gas lamp; it's an oil lamp.
But you told me to find something, and I'm looking, but I mean, what First of all, fire tower. Come on, right? Look at all the windows everywhere, right?
Oh,
and they open,
windows everywhere.
They all open. Can you imagine summertime breeze?
Oh yeah, at that height, yeah.
Oh, come on,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, love it. So I would love to know what the room upstairs is, because it's got that second small layer, layer story. Like I'd love to know what's up there.
I don't. Yeah, there was no pictures of the attic, if that's what it is. But like the windows alone are just make this place just fucking fantastic.
Hold on, Cliff is saying that these guys have a YouTube channel, and it is an old fire watchtower that they purchased and built into a house. Where is it, Cliff?
Yeah.
I need to know the name of that YouTube channel. Like, I wonder what this looked like before they did this magic.
Well, I think they built it from scratch, right? They not parodied. They built it after like watchtowers.
Nice.
This is fantastic. It looks like a queen size bed. Of course, you can only get in from one side, but look at all the windows.
Well, and here's the thing. Because those windows have that overhanging roof, then I'm not worried about the sun burning my eyes out while I'm trying to sleep at 5 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
And they all open.
Yeah.
Cliff, what's the name of that YouTube channel?
And Here we go. They have to have their potty on the ground, right? So you got to come down all those
Right.
stairs to your business. Look at that view.
Magic. Absolutely magical.
Sitting up there with a beer.
Yep.
Or a whiskey.
Warm summer day.
That's the last picture. We went through them all.
All right. And it's midnight 12. So that last cabin was clearly my favorite one.
Yeah, I knew it would be.
Oof.
Fire tower.
Yeah. So Fox said, I'm going to try and find that YouTube channel. I'm just going to look for a YouTube channel like Fire Tower or something.
I think I saw a video of it. I could probably find it for you as well. Yeah.
However, for now, we're at 13 past midnight. So thanks to all 12 of you for hanging out to the bitter end. That's really cool. Gonna go to bed now so I can get up and make the kids lunches in the morning. And I will not speak to you guys next week because next Tuesday is, I believe, Christmas or Christmas Eve.
But look for random Jess live streams from his phone.
Yeah. Oh, Fox says that the guys are called Dabney and Allen. All right, good to know.
No, I hate them already.
Yeah, Country Boy says, you guys outlast me after work in the morning. No, we're going to bed too. Night to everyone. See you in, I guess, 2 weeks. Wait, is that going to put us at New Year's? I will try to do unplanned little live streams over the next little while so that we still all get our
New Year's Day.
Yeah. So
oh wait, sorry, New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So I'll probably be at some party or some damn thing.
We'll be live streaming New Year's Eve.
Okay. Good to know. So yeah, between now and I guess 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to do some little live streams. Everybody, please be safe, be sane, be healthy, be kind to one another, and since I might not see you, happy Christmas and have a crazy good New Year. Good night, everyone.
Peace out. Hello? Hello? Hello?